We're boarding Carnival Cruise Line's newest, biggest ship, the Carnival Jubilee, for a 7-night Western Caribbean cruise. This video combines all 7 daily vlogs into one fun-filled video. Set sail with us as we check out this new ship, eat some amazing food, and explore amazing ports and excursions. This is your ultimate Carnival Jubilee video. You know what time it is. It's recess time!
We're here inside the port at Galveston, and I have to say, Carnival's done a few upgrades to their port. It's really nice. There's some new seating areas, and the check-in process was so smooth. I think it was really quick. It felt like 10 minutes. They're starting to board Diamond guests now, which we are not. So our boarding time's coming up. It was a super smooth process. Took like 10 minutes, and we're ready to board the ship. So let's go get on. All right, we made it through our last checkpoint. We're headed onto the ship. They're calling the rest of the boarding groups. So let's go get on.
And we're here.
Right as you walk in on the ship on deck 6, 7, and 8, you have center stage, which is a 3-deck high amphitheater and stage where they kind of do some shows. Right now there's a DJ welcoming people in. There's tons of seating. It's really open, and you have like this 3-deck high set of windows, so when you're at sea you can see out. It's really, really nice. There's lots of cool places to sit and hang out. Let's go to our muster station. Like good little cruisers, we're A6, so let's go find it. All right, our muster drill is done. Our muster station was in the main theater, and I have to say the main theater is a little wonky here on the Carnival Jubilee. Normally on Carnival ships we're used to like multi-level main theaters, but this is just one level with sloped seating. And it's kind of weird because if you're in the back, you might not have the best sight lines to the stage, but it does hold a lot of people. So it'll be interesting to see what shows kind of look like in the main theater. Don't know if we're going to see any because Ben and I aren't really show guys, but who knows, we might pop in here for a show if we're feeling it. But just know that if you're coming to watch a show here on Carnival Jubilee, you might want to get here early to get a good seat just because the seats in the back aren't really the best. And the nice thing is this area of the casino that we just walked through is actually the smoking area. The whole rest of the casino is non-smoking past the casino bar. So the casino actually goes all the way back there, all the way back down this way, and all the way back down this way. It's massive. And so the smoking area is actually pretty small. And you can already tell the ventilation in this casino is much better than any Carnival ship we've ever been on. It doesn't smell like smoke in here at all. Normally when you get on a ship that's just docked, you can still tell that people had been in here smoking. I can't smell any smoke in here, can you?
No, it actually smells super clean. I know that they just cleaned everything, but Chris is right. The air smells really fresh and lemony. But I found the machine that I love right here. Gold standard cash machine. Now, this is one of the worst games you could play, but I don't know what it is about this game. It's just so much fun. We're definitely gonna be back in the casino. We'll show you as much as we can, but wish us luck, y'all. We're gonna hit our fortunes.
One unique thing that we wanted to point out in this casino is that there's actually windows to the outside all throughout the casino, so it lets in a lot of natural light, and you can just see to the outside, so it's not super dark. Most casinos, they like to keep it dark so you lose track of time, but here on the Carnival Jubilee, you have tons of windows so you can look out onto the ocean while you lose your money here on a slot machine. Right, already the Carnival Jubilee has tons of photo ops and lots of places for you to take Instagram photos. And one of those is this giant Texas chair. Of course, this is the Texas Star. It's the first ship of its kind to be in Galveston, Texas. So there's lots of little touches around the ship as an homage to the Lone Star State, like this giant chair with the Texas flag. Okay, so this is really cool. Located right by the Alchemy Bar is the Currents area that they're calling it, I think. And so it's kind of in this promenade area right between a couple decks. And you can actually change all of the LED screens and the lighting packages here. All right, this is really cool. You can change the currents. So this is the currents area on the Jubilee. As you can see, there's like LED screens and lights all up and down this like promenade area that spans a couple decks. You can see Dr. Inks right there. But what's cool is if you come to this pad here, you can change what's on the screen. So right now, it's a coral reef, but like let's change it to coastal mangrove. Request change, and oh look, it's changing to the mangrove. And you can watch all the lights change, and it puts on a whole different facade, which is cool. Look, there's the alligator swimming through, and it's changing to the mangrove. That's pretty cool. I'm a little kid, so, you know, watching screens is totally fine with me. But yeah, you can kind of control the lighting here. That's really neat. And it stays on for 40 seconds, and then you can change it again. So they have Arctic water, coral reef, we just saw coastal mangrove, kelp forest, and shark cave. And then last but not least, seagrass meadow. So let's change it to shark cave. Request change. And there's the 40-second timer, and then you can see the mangroves are changing to the shark cave. There's the hammerhead shark. This is kind of neat. So yeah, definitely come up by the alchemy bar. You can get to the pad and you can mess around with all of the LED screens and lighting packages.
All right, I'm about to walk into the steakhouse in shorts.
Who's gonna stop me? Don't get caught.
All right, so what we're referencing is when we were on Carnival Mardi Gras 2 years ago, or close to 2 years ago, we went to the steakhouse, and the problem was we didn't get the memo. It happens to us a lot. We're learning. We came in shorts and we were scolded, but they sat us in the corner. Everything worked out. So just remember, pants, not shorts when you go to the steakhouse.
What a rule breaker.
Whatever. One thing about the elevators here on the Jubilee is they are so small, y'all. It's kind of hard to tell, but like I'm the only one in this elevator at the moment, but it is small. All right, if you've cruised Carnival, you know exactly where we're going. Guy's Burger Joint. This is included dining on Carnival cruise ships, and on the Excel class, it's located above the Lido deck on deck 17. On Embarkation Day, the lines can get really long. Just wear your patient pants and trust us, it's worth it. The lines are long, but they are churning out so many burgers. They are smash burgers. They've got a toppings bar filled with all sorts of good stuff that you can top your burger with. They've got a full menu of burgers to choose from, but you can also get it just plain or even bunless if you wanted. Pro tip, if you want a double burger, just ask for a double plain Jane and hit that topping bar and load it up to the max.
Okay, we made it through the madness up on deck 17 by Guy's Burger Joint. We finally got our burgers. Like I said, the line didn't take too long, but it did look pretty intimidating. I think everyone has the same idea when they get on to a Carnival ship. On Embarkation Day, you head straight for Guy's to get a burger because you don't want to wait in the long lines at the buffet. But in any case, like I said, don't be dissuaded. The lines move fast and we got our burger. I'm a simple man. I see a Guy's burger, I'm going to eat a Guy's burger. And I got a double plain Jane, which is basically just plain patties with cheese. I didn't really put any toppings on it either, because I'm not a huge toppings person. Just want the purity of the burger, right? I already know how these taste because I've had so many of these over the years, but for science, you know, the mayor of Flavortown says eat his burger. You gotta listen, don't be a lawbreaker.
But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers up in this house tonight.
Okay, just like we know, it's a 5 out of 5. This is so good. The smash burgers are perfectly grilled. You get the little charred bits on the outside. The cheese, Guy calls it super melty cheese for a reason. It is super melty. And you can get as many patties as you want, so I got 2. But a perfect smash burger. It's delicious. It's perfect on its own, but if you want to add toppings like grilled onions or grilled mushrooms, lettuce, tomato, onions, pickles, they have all of that at the toppings bar. Like I said, I'm a simple person, so I got the plain Jane. It's perfect. 5 out of 5. Don't miss the Guy's Burger on any Carnival ship.
All right, y'all, if you've been following along with my bariatric journey, I am still on soft foods. It's gonna be a bit of a challenge here on a cruise, but as long as I avoid crunchy foods and like hard cuts of meat, I should be okay. Like Chris said, it's one of the first things you should do, so I just got a patty with cheese. Let's dig in. So I won't be able to eat this whole thing. I know, seems kind of crazy, that's too big of a bite, but this is about the bite that I normally take. I haven't had a lot of beef, so it's going to be interesting to see introducing beef into my diet and how it does, you know, TMI, how it does in my system. But cheers, y'all. I've been looking forward to this. Maybe at the end of the cruise, I might actually have like a burger, sticking to the plan, sticking to the diet. All right, y'all, that is so worth it. If you want to just try the burger and get the flavor of it, try it without anything, like without a bun, without toppings. The crispy bits on here are just ridiculous. And I know I'm not supposed to have crunchy food, so I'm just chewing like really, really well. This is so good. I'm so happy. Even without the buns and toppings, it's a 5 out of 5. This is amazing, and I've been looking forward to this for a long time. All right, well, that's all I was able to eat. A little more than half, so really proud of myself. So pretty good.
Yeah, I was also only able to eat half of my burger. It's just, you know, I'm full and I just gotta know when to stop.
Okay, I'm here to keep him honest.
No!
All lies, Chris, all lies. No?
Of course I ate the whole thing. It's delicious. It's one of the best burgers, period. Land or sea, I promise. Alright, here on Carnival, they do have sinks by the buffet for you to wash your hands. I gotta say, I'm missing the washy-washy people on Royal Caribbean, dressed up like hamburgers and hot dogs, singing to you. Really gets people in the spirit and makes them wash their hands. Here, it's kind of just like a, oh, wash them if you want to, but you know what? Wash your hands, people. The sinks are here for a reason. Alright, welcome aboard. We're here in the Havana staterooms. Never stayed in one of these before. We're in room 8263 in an interior Havana stateroom. Let's go check it out. Let's get our key cards. Sadly, we're still gold. This is our 10th Carnival cruise. One day we're gonna get platinum. Alright, here we are inside of the stateroom, 8263. We got an interior cabin. No frills. Abed and I aren't really in the room a whole lot to have splurged for a balcony this time. So we just decided to cheap out, go the interior route, and here's what it is. If you're ever wondering what an interior room looks like, you're looking at it. So we got the Havana stateroom, which is actually kind of neat. You got some nice Cuban-inspired art on the walls. Of course, you got a king-size bed. You have a nice vanity mirror with plenty of plugs and outlets for you to plug in and charge all of your things. That's probably where we'll be doing some editing work. There's a nice stool here that actually doubles as storage. And that is one nice thing about Carnival, is that Carnival has so much storage in its rooms. Got more drawers on this side. You have a refrigerator, a nice, I think this is like 42-inch TV. So a pretty good sized TV. I actually love all of the LED lighting in here. This room is so bright. It's nice and bright, but of course it gets pitch black dark when you go to sleep. So if you know, you know, when you stay in an interior room, there's nothing like a nap inside an interior cabin. Those naps just hit different. The bathroom is a little small, nothing to write home about, but there's plenty of stuff for you to store all of your bathroom essentials. And one nice thing is you get a glass door to shower here on the Carnival Jubilee. Finally, Carnival has gotten rid of the nasty shower curtains that cling to you and has put in the glass showers. So that's a nice touch on these XL class ships. Bathroom is nicely appointed. It's just a little bit small, but like I said, it's gonna get the job done. Again, tons of storage in these rooms. You have two giant closets. So the first closet has this nice full-length mirror, and you can also hang up your dresses, pants, suits, anything you want, because it's floor to ceiling length. So that's really, really nice. Plenty of hangers as well. Another nice touch, you guys look, these Havana rooms, the Havana staterooms come with these Havana branded bathrobes, and they're so soft. I might be wearing this later on, who knows. In addition to specially themed staterooms, when you book a Havana room, you also get access to the Havana area of the ship. So there's the Havana bar, which anybody can go to, but right outside the Havana bar, there's actually a special outside Havana bar that's for Havana members only, and there's an exclusive pool. And so to access that area, you have to have a wristband. And look, we got our wristbands. Dang, Abed, really?
What?
You're already asleep, huh?
I needed my rest. I'm tired.
All right, how's the bed?
Bed test is actually, it's firm. I like firm, if you know what I mean. You know, you know. This is firm, so if you like a softer bed, maybe bring your own pillow top, but for me, I give this a 4 out of 5. Not as comfortable as Disney Cruise Line, and I would say not as comfortable as the Royal bed that we had on Icon, but this will do.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the bed. Definitely, it's definitely not as comfortable as Disney. Disney has by far the best beds of any cruise line. Yeah, I would say Icons were a little bit more comfortable than this, but it's not uncomfortable by any means. I'm very happy. All right, we're out here at the Havana only area that you get access to with your Havana stateroom. Got our wristband on, and this is kind of cute. So you have an outside bar that only you can go to, and a bunch of loungers out in the sun. There's some nice seating and a pool, so let's go check it out. Okay, so the pool isn't like super huge. It's 3 feet, they're about 3.5 feet deep, but I mean, it's just for you, so that's kind of neat. So this Havana area is a little unique. If you've ever been on a Vista class ship, you might be expecting a larger Havana area that has a pool and like 2 hot tubs. Just having an area exclusive to Havana guests only is really neat. It's a cool perk, and we'll see how much we use it. I don't know, but it's here for us if we wanna. And that's the important thing. Do you want to know our final thoughts on whether or not the Havana area was worth it? Well, make sure you're subscribed because we have that coming up later on in this series. Alright, so at first impression, just from walking around the ship, Abed and I both really agree that the Jubilee is just really pretty. It's a really pretty ship. Now, we've been on Mardi Gras, and the Jubilee is just noticeably nicer. I think the art pieces are cooler. Look at right behind me. There's a 3-story fish sculpture that looks like a school of fish that's swimming. That's just so cool. It descends down a staircase. In the shores area, they have a piece on the ceiling that makes it look like a giant colorful Ferris wheel. I don't know, there's just some really cool touches around the Jubilee. Maybe it's because it's brand new, but it seems just like a prettier ship. So we're gonna come here later tonight. We're at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. That's right, another Guy Fieri spot. They actually brew their own beer on board. That's so cool. So they brew their own beer back here at the Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. That's quite a mouthful. On other ships, they do it at the Red Frog Pub, but here they do it at Guy's. We might have to try some of their signature beers. I don't know, I'm not really a big beer drinker, but we'll check it out. Okay, the cruise has officially started. I got my first drink, and it's a Bloody Mary. So, pretty basic, but that's fine. It's really, really good. Got it back here on the aft of the ship at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. A Bloody Mary to start it off. I think tonight they're gonna have some more signature cocktails that we can try, but I just wanted a basic drink to get this cruise started right. Cheers, y'all. And get them spicy, too.
7 midship, you can head along and find out how to win a free cruise, and it's nearly time for dinner. This ship is also home to
Oh my God,
some
it's still going.
7 seas.
And scene. Oh my God, Louis' announcements are so long. So Louis is the cruise director here on Carnival. If you've never been on a Carnival ship, you don't know how integral the cruise director is onto the ship's activities. Here on Carnival, the cruise director hosts all the shows. They host all the activities. They're gonna be like in the club. They're gonna be floating around to all the restaurants. You see them everywhere, and they make announcements all day to let you know what's going on through the ship. So that's pretty cool. But Kendall was supposed to be on this ship. She's on vacation, Kendall Fire. She's awesome. So if you ever get to go on the Jubilee with Kendall Fire, she's amazing. But shout out Louis. Louis is great too.
It's all about making friends, making memories, and having fun. So this cruise, you're going to repeat after me. Say, I promise. To dance like no one's watching. To sing like no one can hear me. To make friends. To make memories. And I promise to have fun. DJ, hey.
This is something new for Casper Swap
You promise, you promise.
2 stumps. Left foot 2 stumps. Slide to the left.
To the left,
Slide to the right.
to the right.
Crisscross.
Here we go, y'all.
Crisscross. Chop, chop, real smooth.
There we go. Carnival Jubilee, follow the phone
Let's
for
go.
old and
Work.
young.
To the left.
Carnival Jubilee! Woo! All right!
All right, you guys, you know what time it is. It's martini o'clock. Cheers. The Martini Boys are back on a cruise. It's been a while. It's been a whole like 2 months. So cheers. We're missing our friends, but that's for you guys. That's great. That's an excellent martini here at the Marina Bar. They make an excellent martini here at the Marina Bar. I have to say, one of the downsides of sailing out of Texas is the liquor laws here. If you know, Texas is one of those states where you can't actually use your drink package the first day, embarkation day. You can't use it until day 2 because of the way the laws are structured. And also, they can't serve any alcohol that's not like distilled or distributed from Texas until they get into international waters. So Like, for instance, at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, they have Blanton's and other like really high-end bourbons, but they can't serve them until we're in international waters because they're not made in Texas. We just got done with the sail away party up on the Lido deck. Listen, y'all, it's a turn up every time. I swear the whole ship was up there on those 3 decks, partying. The music was blaring. If you don't like loud, raucous parties, don't go to sail away on a Carnival ship because it gets so crazy up there. Line dancing, loud music, everyone's cheering and have a great time. It's really good energy, but we had to come somewhere a little bit quieter because Yvette and I are old. We can't live that lifestyle anymore too long. We can take it in spurts, but like not for too long, so we had to get out of there. But it was still fun. Everyone was having a blast as we were sailing out of Galveston. But now we're here in the shores area of the ship. It's a little quieter, and we're just gonna kind of relax before dinner.
Oh my gosh, y'all, shout out to Wayne. He's our stateroom attendant. Not only did he bring in our luggage and put them into our room, but he left us a gift.
Our very first towel animal.
Yes, what is it?
Ooh, I don't know. A seal?
Comment down below. What do we think it is?
Maybe a seal.
Oh.
Or an orangutan. It's cute. And you know what? That's a big deal here on Carnival ships is the towel animals, just like on every ship, just like on most cruise lines. Towel animals are a big deal. So comment down below. Do you save each towel animal till the end of the cruise, or do you destroy them the minute you see them? I don't know. We don't really keep them, but that's cool if you do. I know some folks like to put them on their balcony and stuff and keep them for the whole cruise. So comment down below. What do? All right, it's just a Guy Fieri kind of day, I guess, today. We have Guy's Burger Joint for lunch, and we're here on Deck 8 aft at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. This is actually a huge space. The restaurant is actually quite large. It's located on Deck 8 aft in the back of the ship by Summer Landing. We actually have a stage. They do live music here as well later in the night. I'm gonna go grab a table and show you all the delicious barbecue that they have in store. This is a complimentary option during the inaugural season of the Carnival Jubilee. Right here at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. It's a bit of a choose your own adventure as far as what you get for dinner. So here's the menu. And you can choose 3 meats, or you can get one of their favorites, which is like the sandwich or the salmon. So I think I'm gonna do 3 meats, probably like chicken, pork butt, and brisket. They also have sausage as well. And then you pick your sides and the dessert. So it's kind of like a prefix menu, but you pick it yourself. We're gonna fill out our scantons like we're at school, and they're gonna come by and get it for us. All right, so our food came out. Everything looks very good. One thing to note is that portion sizes here aren't the largest. You're on a cruise, so they're trying to eliminate food waste. So portion sizes anywhere aren't gonna be the largest. However, it is a complimentary option, so if you are still hungry, you can always just ask for another sheet and you can get more food, which is great. Just like in the MDR, or main dining room, you can order more than one thing. You can continue to get more if you're still hungry. So just pro tip there. Also, I got my Blantons now that we're in international waters, so cheers. It's not buffalo juice, it's better. It's so good and so expensive, but we're on a cruise, so who cares? All right, let's dive in. I got dark meat chicken. I got 18-hour smoked brisket, and I got the smoked pork butt. For my sides, I got slaw and mac and cheese. All right, let's try the brisket first. That's really, really good. It doesn't come close to like Texas brisket that we would have back in Austin, say from somewhere like Leroy and Lewis or Valentina's or many of the other places that we've taken you to on Random Recess. However, it is delicious. I gotta give this probably 3.5 out of 5 for the brisket. It's good. It's not the best brisket I've ever had, but for a cruise ship, you're not gonna get much better than that. Pork butt is a 4 out of 5. It's tender, it's juicy, it has great smoke flavor. That's really, really good. Last but not least, let's try the dark meat chicken. This might be my favorite thing. This is a 5 out of 5. Whatever they season it with, the dry rub on this chicken, it is so good. The meat is juicy, it's tender, comes right off the bone. That is delicious chicken. Don't skip the chicken when you come to Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. This is really, really good. This is kind of a unique hot tub in that it's not like a giant bowl that you step down into and you have seats. You still step down, but this one's like an oval, and the chest is like on one side there's a ledge, on the other side there's no ledge. On the one side that the ledge is on, that's where the jets are. It's very weird, and the water's shallow, so I think it's meant for you to like lay in, kind of like at a spa. It's just strange. I'm used to just sitting upright to be fully submerged in the water, but here you kind of have to like, I guess it's forcing you to relax. What's that about? See, that's not bad. I'm just floating on top of the water. But no, it is nice. I just gotta pull myself up a little bit.
No, Chris and I normally don't do this type of stuff. Relax on a trip. We're normally go, 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 filming. But we made a point. We said on this trip and moving forward, we're gonna try to just enjoy ourselves. Plus, golden hour. How do I look?
You're looking good. Okay.
Yeah, now I gotta figure out this lay tub. Hot lay tub.
That's right.
It is really comfortable. I think they just took it from the spa and put it here on 8.
Probably.
It's cold. Put it back in. Oh.
Yeah, total and natural.
Very natural. I'm so comfortable.
All right, we decided to stop here in the currents zone on the ship on deck 6 here at Dr. Ink's PhD. And it's kind of a cool mixology bar. They have some really fun drinks. And the bar's themed around, it looks kind of like a treasure chest. And I guess Dr. Ink is an octopus. And the octopus has its tentacles all around. I mean, Dr. Ink is a PhD, so we had to get some of Dr. Ink's concoctions, right? And we got the ocean bubble. We can't resist a drink with a freaking bubble, okay? I know it's just a little gimmick, but I love bubbles. They're so cool, the little smoke bubbles. And we actually got 2 of them, and the bartender was actually so skilled that he put the 2 bubbles together and made one bridge bubble. That was really neat. That was cool to see. But anyway, the ocean bubble is Stoli vodka, blue curacao, lime, and apple. And it looks like the ocean. Look at this water. We're gonna see this color water here in a couple days when we get into Mexico. Does Dr. Ink have what it takes to make a good drink? Oh, that's it. Get a drink, Dr. Ink. Okay, that's super strong. Wow, but that's so good. I was worried it was gonna be too sweet, but it's actually not very sweet at all. You actually get more of the vodka taste. That apple and lime kind of balance it out. That's really yummy. Plus, the showmanship is amazing. And they have some really fun drinks here. We're gonna have to come back and try some. They have a cocktail that has like pop rocks in it and all sorts of different cool cocktails. But for now, we got the ocean bubble and it was worth it. So when you're here on Carnival Jubilee, don't miss Dr. Ink's. This is cool. And they have live music right across the way. Morning everyone, it's day 2 here on the Carnival Jubilee and it's breakfast time. So we're headed into the currents zone to hit up Emerald 717. Let's go grab breakfast. Bam! We made it to Emerald 717 here on the Carnival Jubilee. Let's go see what they have on the menu. For those of you that don't know, Emerald Lagasse is actually the chief culinary officer here on Carnival. He's had a big hand in redesigning the Carnival main dining room menu. And so it's only fitting that he should have his own namesake restaurant here, Emerald's Bistro 717. What does the 717 stand for? Well, that's actually the hull number of the Carnival Jubilee when it was being built in the Meyer Werft shipyard. So that's pretty cool. Each Emerald's Bistro has a different number because each ship has a different hull number. The process is really easy here. It's kind of a mixture of a sit down and grab and go. You order up at the counter, they give you a number, and you sit down in the restaurant and they just bring stuff out as it comes out. Emerald's is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and everything here is relatively inexpensive. It is an extra pay restaurant, so it's not included with the price of your cruise, but just to give you guys a little bit of perspective, everything that I ordered this morning was $6 each, except for the beignets. Those were only $5. And so everything here is relatively cheap and super affordable. I got so much stuff. The menu is really similar to the menu that we saw on the Mardi Gras. So if you enjoyed Emerald's on the Mardi Gras or the Celebration, it's pretty much the same thing here on the Jubilee. If it's anything like the last time we had it on the Mardi Gras, we're gonna love this. We've never eaten it for breakfast, So we decided to give it a shot rather than like fight the buffet or go to main dining room. I started with a latte, came out, looks gorgeous. Got to start the morning off with a coffee. And can I say the view out of Emerald's Bistro is spectacular. There's so many windows that just open up to the ocean so you can watch the sea go by as you eat some delicious food.
But when we were on Carnival Mardi Gras, it seemed like Emerald, it was just a concept they were trying. But here, he's gotten a much bigger restaurant. And it really seems like they've listened to the feedback from a lot of Carnival fans, and they've opened up to the sea. One of the issues with the XL class, especially Carnival Mardi Gras, is that you couldn't see the sea. But that's not a problem here. You can see the ocean while you're having breakfast or lunch or dinner here at Emerald's. So we're really excited about that.
You guys, this latte is delicious. The premium coffees here on Carnival are really, really good. And that's no exception here at Emerald's. Make sure you get a latte. They make lattes, cappuccinos, or Americanos here. No flavorings or anything, just the simpleness of a good latte. So starting off the morning right, and after this I'll be ready to hit the day running. All right, our food arrived. We got a lot of stuff. So Ben got the Creole omelet, I got shrimp and grits, and we also got a croissant breakfast sandwich. So we'll put all the ingredients up on the screen as we try them. But let's start with the shrimp and grits. The presentation of all this food looks amazing. Everything looks so delicious. So let's try the grits on their own. Normally, I'm not a huge grits fan. Those grits are buttery, they're creamy, super, super delicious. Let's try it with some of the shrimp. All right, we got some shrimp, some of that sauce. You gotta get the sauce. And then some grits. 5 out of 5. Again, like I said, the grits are buttery. That sauce is nice and rich. And those shrimp are perfectly cooked. It's got those nice like kind of Cajun spice to it. It's not spicy, but it's well seasoned. This is delicious. If you've never had shrimp and grits, it's kind of a staple in the South. And they put a Cajun twist on it here at Emerald's. This is delicious. Definitely do not miss this. 5 out of 5. This is great.
All right, I got the Creole shrimp omelet. As y'all know, I'm on soft food still. So I wanted to make sure I could eat this morning. Oh my goodness. There are large chunks of shrimp in here. They do not skimp. This is an extra pay restaurant like Chris said, but I mean, just take a look at this. Look at how much shrimp is in here. They do not skimp. They don't skimp on the shrimp. All right, let's see how this tastes. Y'all, it may be too early to say this because we have not had lunch at Emerald's on this ship, but when we were on Mardi Gras, it was the best food on Mardi Gras, and it feels like it's about to happen again. That omelet was so flavorful. The shrimp cooked perfectly, not chewy at all. Amazing omelet. Omelets are not something I normally go for, but wow, 5 out of 5. If you love omelets, if you love shrimp, and this is jam-packed, you gotta get this.
Last but not least, we got the croissant breakfast sandwich. And so it's shaved ham. It has a shrimp Creole omelet on the sandwich. So kind of like what a bed got, but in a Sammy. And it's got boursin cheese on a warm, flaky croissant. Let's pick it up. Oh, she's hefty. Look at that. This is a big sandwich, you guys. And it looks amazing. It smells amazing. It's so buttery. You can smell the butter from the croissant. Let's go. Oh, wow. 5 out of 5. Let's start with the croissant. The croissant is flaky, super buttery, really soft. It's delicious, and it holds up well for the sandwich. That omelet is well seasoned. You got the richness of the boursin, and then that shaved ham on top just to finish it off. And there is some arugula on it as well, so it's healthy. It's a salad sandwich, essentially. Don't skip it when you're on the Jubilee just because it's extra pay. It's not that expensive at all. Like I said, $6 for all of these entrees. You can't beat it, and the portions are pretty good too. It actually comes with sweet potato fries as well. Everything's been awesome here. And we have a little bit of a dessert for breakfast coming, so stay tuned for that.
Now we are planning on doing Emerald's for lunch, so that'll be in a different video in this series. But if you want to see Emerald's for Mardi Gras, we have you covered. We'll put our Carnival playlist in the end where you can find our Emerald's from Carnival Mardi Gras.
We know that the Jubilee is the Texas star, and there are little nods to Texas everywhere, but it's lovely to have a little piece of Louisiana in here as well. Because, you know, Texas and Louisiana, they're like brother and sister, or brother and brother, or sister and sister. Who knows? They're like siblings. And they always stick together through thick and thin, and we love having a little taste of Louisiana here on the ship. We love Louisiana. New Orleans is one of our favorite cities to go to, so anytime that we can get some good Cajun food, sign us up. And last but not least, we got the capstone to the meal, the dessert for breakfast. You can't come to Emerald's and not get beignets. Am I right? So you get an order of 6 beignets for $5. Of course, they come covered in powdered sugar. and you get strawberry and chocolate dipping sauces. Not that they need them, but if you want to be a little dipper, you can. One of the biggest challenges for me for eating beignets, and let me know in the comments if you're the same way, because it's powdered sugar, I always tend to like breathe in when I eat it, and then I just start coughing everywhere. I kind of like that Glozell video. Remember when she eats the big spoonful of cinnamon and just like it explodes out of her mouth? That's what I want to try to avoid here. And also, you can't eat a beignet without getting a little sugar all over you, so we'll see how this goes. I'll try to be as careful as possible, but okay, it's like burning hot. Wow, that's hot. Oh my god, I'm gonna let those sit. Holy shit. Alright, those come out piping hot. I'm gonna let those sit a little bit before I bite into them. Wow, I almost burned my fingers just picking them up. That's a good sign though. Alright, here we go. Don't breathe in when you eat this. Oh my god. You guys, whatever I can give above a 5 out of 5. These are so good. Some of the best beignets I've ever had. These definitely rival the ones that you would even get at like Cafe Beignet or definitely Cafe Du Monde. These aren't theme park beignets, if you know what I'm talking about. These are authentic and delicious. Don't miss them. It's $5 and you get 6 of them. Come on, that's a deal. Dunk it in your coffee. Not only will it sweeten your coffee, but it makes your beignet that much better. Pro move right there. It doesn't need the dipping sauces. I'm not even gonna bother with those.
All right, Chris, looks like we're back on a racing track. You're not gonna make me do a mile though.
We've already done a mile, right?
Actually, we did like a half marathon on Icon.
That's true, I remember that.
Aha, there it is. That's what we're about to do. So excited.
The Bolt, the only roller coaster at sea. This is exciting. We didn't get to do it on Mardi Gras. This is our redemption arc right here.
All right, y'all, redemption time. At least I hope so. Last time I was on an XL class, Carnival XL class, I tried to get on Bolt, but I was over 300 pounds. So, some housekeeping. You have to wear closed-toed shoes. You can be in shorts. Any glasses that you wear have to have a strap. And you have to weigh 300 or less. And you do have to stand on a scale. Don't worry, your weight's not going to be displayed, but there is a red and green light that indicates whether or not you can ride. They also have a tester seat here that will help you kind of establish yourself and get used to it before you get up there. The right side is your throttle. You pull back just like a motorcycle. You just pull this way towards you. Remember, towards you, and you're gonna move forward. On the left-hand side, there's the little booster button. It's hard to see, but there's a button on this side. Now that's your NOS. That's your boost. And so you're gonna wanna save that for the straightaways. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to try this. Well, I gotta weigh myself first to see if I fit. Here is the dreaded scale, y'all. And then over here is the light. It's still green, y'all. That means I can ride Bolt. This is my redemption for Carnival Mardi Gras. Next up, redemption on everything. I'm coming for Universal Hollywood. I'm coming for you, Icon Crown's Edge. I'm coming.
All right, just know that on sea days, if it's a little windy, Bolt can't operate. I think the threshold is 45 miles per hour. So right now, the winds are about 41 is what the guy said, so they're operating it on a sea day. This is the first sea day in over 3 straight cruises that they've been able to operate Bolt on a sea day, so we got really, really lucky. I do also want to mention that the top speed of this roller coaster is 45 miles per hour. It is not slow, and you're super high up. We're up on the 18th deck of the ship, so I'm excited to see what it looks like from up there, how fast it actually feels. I think you're only buckled in with a seatbelt, so it's probably going to be scary, but I'm looking forward to it. Everybody that's riding it is having such a good time. So let's get on there.
So when you're up here, you can put your stuff up in a cubby because you can't have anything in your pockets. Those of you going on Bolt, just remember nothing in your pockets and you cannot film. So no phone footage, not even GoPro. We were able to film from deck 18 using our 360 cam. So let's take a look. All right, I'm just waiting on Chris to come back. He just finished up. Well. How was it?
Oh my God, that was insane. It doesn't look like you're going that fast when you stand on the ground and watch it, but when you're on that bike and it goes and it launches you, it is so fast. You pull the throttle, you go even faster, and then when you hit that boost on the straightaways, or there's like a couple of hilly sections, if you wait to hit the boost until after you come out of the loop, it is scary. Like, you're so high, you're on the top of the ship essentially, all you see is ocean, and all you have is that little seat belt. But oh my god, if you're on any of the Carnival XL class ships, you gotta do both. It's $15. You get to do 2 laps. It's so much fun. I think I might want to do this again sometime during the cruise. It was that much fun. If you love roller coasters, ride the Bolt. Abed, it's your turn now. I can't wait to see what you think.
My turn. Let's go.
Abed should be coming from the Bolt. He should be almost done. Oh, look, there he is. There he is. Here he comes. All right, what did you think? What did you think?
Oh my god, redemption achieved. Yes. All right, y'all, that was absolutely amazing. Note, it is $300 per rider. I don't know that we mentioned that. When I was on Mardi Gras, I thought since I was over 300, it would be okay because I would ride solo. And I thought maybe the capacity is 600, but it's not. It's per rider. So keep that in mind. This was my redemption, and I finally got to ride Bolt 2 years later. And it is much faster than you think. That NOS really kicks, so save it for the straightaways. And oh my gosh, y'all, like, again, much faster. They called it Bolt, and there's a lightning bolt for a reason, because it is fast. Y'all, this was supposed to be a short announcement. He's been going on for 2 minutes. No shade to Louis. We have sailed with Louis before, which we said, but he needs to shorten that. Use ChatGPT. Really cut that short.
Listen, he likes to talk, and at least you're gonna know what's going on around the ship. I think he's almost done. Maybe another 5 more minutes.
No. He's all about the run-on sentences.
No shade to Louis, though. We love Louis.
He just talks too much.
7. At the back on deck number 8 to the aft of the ship, we've got our very own Carnival Jubilee merchandise store.
All right, y'all, conquering Bolt made us hungry. Let's head to the Tides Pool for Big Chicken. If you didn't know, this is included dining on Carnival Cruise. It's Shaq's Big Chicken.
All right, so kind of like Guy's Burger Joint, Shaquille O'Neal has his own joint here, but it's chicken. And Shaq's Big Chicken is a must-do here on any Carnival XL ship. So we stopped here for lunch today. I got the Shaq Attack. It's got pepper jack cheese, a jalapeno slaw, of course that crispy fried chicken on a bun with some fries. The fries are kind of weird here. We'll get into that later. And I also got a side of Shaq sauce for the fries. You gotta get sauce. And so they have a nice DIY sauce station that you can get ketchup, barbecue sauce, buffalo sauce, Shaq sauce. Gotta get the sauces. All right, let's try the chicken. That's pretty good. I gotta give it a 4 out of 5. Chicken's a little bit dry, but it's made up for with the jalapeno slaw in there. That adds a nice crunch, a little spice, and the pepper jack cheese also adds a little bit more spice. It's not super spicy, but it does have a little bit of a kick to it, so that's nice. Not a bad chicken sandwich. Is it better than Chick-fil-A? Probably not. But hey, this is free on the ship, and you gotta try it out. Let's try it with some of the Shaq sauce. This is basically honey mustard. That elevated it for sure.
You gotta saucerize it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta exaucerize your sandwich. I'm gonna trademark that claim now. I just decided. Exaucerize your sandwich with the Shaq sauce. That is really, really good. Gotta give it 4.5 out of 5 now with the sauce. That's delicious. All right, let's talk about these weird fries. They call them DC fries. I don't know what that means, but look how thin they are. They're almost like a potato chip. It's nicely seasoned though, so I gotta give them that. And of course, dip it in the sauce. Exaucerize your fries. Guys, I'm gonna make fetch happen. Pretty good. They're just strange. It's just like a flattened fry, but they are crispy, and the potato's still somehow soft on the inside. The fries get a 4 out of 5. They're pretty good. I didn't have high hopes for them, I'll be honest, but they surprised me.
And Shaq's Big Chicken is one of the many complimentary dining options here on Carnival. Carnival has more dining options that are complimentary than any of the cruise lines that we've sailed, and we've only sailed 3, Royal and Disney being the other 2. Between Shaq's Big Chicken, Guy's Burger Joint, the buffet, main dining, you also have Java Blue Cafe, which comes complimentary, Street Eats, Coastal Slice, and so many more. We hope to show you more in this vlog series. But yeah, Shaq's Big Chicken on mainland, you do have to pay for it. We even have one at the ACL Moody Center in Austin, but it's not complimentary. So when you're on a Carnival cruise, eat as much as you can.
And also during the inaugural season of the Carnival Jubilee, 3 of the more premium dining options are also complimentary. So Cucina del Capitano, which is the Italian restaurant, Kibang, which is the combination Asian/Mexican food, and last but not least, Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse is complimentary as well. So those 3 dining options are complimentary options in the inaugural season of the Carnival Jubilee. I know on the Mardi Gras, I think a few of those are still complimentary, so we'll see.
All right, we're out here on the Lido deck of the Carnival Jubilee, and they're having the big Texas tailgate. So it's kind of cool. This is the Texas Starship. To have a tailgate, if you know football and Texas, you know it's a big deal. So to have a big Texas tailgate, it's a big deck party. They break it up into 4 different quarters. And each quarter they do kind of a fun different activity. So right now, I think they're gonna have like a cow milking contest. This is the most Texas thing I've ever seen in my life, right? But this is really cool. It's a cool little party. Lots of families are out here and the kids are all having a great time. So if you like deck parties and you like to have fun, come check out the Texas tailgate.
Over. Perfect. Now you come to the front.
All right, so we just got in from the Texas tailgate. They're in the first quarter outside, and they're doing this activity called the Daisy Dairy Dash. What in the Larry the Cable Guy is happening outside? Milking a cow. It's so stereotypical Texas. I love it. It seemed like everyone was having a blast, so it's super good time. If you love deck parties, Carnival does the best deck parties, I think. So make sure to check out Texas Tailgate. Oh, you thought we were done eating? Psych. So we went back out on the Lido and we checked out Street Eats, which is this kind of cool concept. It's kind of like little food truck stalls or a food hall concept where they have 3 distinct stalls that are almost like food truck windows. There's Time Fries, there's Steam Dream, and then there's Mad Sizzle, and each one of them kind of specializes in a different thing. Time Fries is exactly what it sounds like. It has a different variation of French fry every day. Today was pizza fries. So for all you Universal stands out there, Halloween Horror Nights, you know what pizza fries are. We decided to skip those, but we did go to Steam Dream because they have this spiced beef bao. It actually looks pretty good. So it's got spiced beef, you can see the veggies in there, all on a soft pillowy bao. And then Mad Sizzle had pad thai. Weren't really feeling the pad thai, but all of those menus change daily, so if you don't like what one is serving one day, come back the next day, they might have something cool. Honestly, not a bad amount of filling in there. The bao is super soft, nice crunch from the vegetables. That soy sauce isn't super duper overpowering either. You can taste the beef. The beef is nice and tender. This gets a 4 out of 5. This is a really good bao, especially from just like kind of like a little food truck thing. You would think, it's just whatever. That's pretty good, don't miss it. One thing also to note that's brand new to Carnival is they're serving wings out of the Time Fries booth. Big quantities, I think they had up to like 50 wings if you have a big party, or you can just get like a smaller order of 5, and they're not that expensive either. So they have all different kinds of flavors: barbecue, buffalo, garlic parmesan.
To ourselves.
I know, this is crazy. I will say the elevators here on the Jubilee are small and they're usually pretty busy. I think it's going to get less busy as people mill about the ship, but on Embarkation Day, it was kind of a shit show. All right, we're back in the room. We had a little bit of off-camera casino/pool time.
Well, it's formal night, but we can't go like this. Time for a costume change. Much better. What do we think? Fit check. Yes, I still have tennis shoes on. Don't judge me. I've got bad ankles.
Looking good. I like the shirt.
Right? This is nice. I could go show some chest hair, but I'm keeping my undershirt on. But yeah, formal night. This is as formal as you're getting me on this cruise. But yeah, Chris, how about you?
All right. It's not our Sunday best, but it's formal enough for cruise formal.
Right.
Got some slacks, got a nice button down on, and we're ready to go to the main dining room, or MDR if you will. Let's go check out what they got. I realized I point a lot, so sorry about that. I just don't know what to do with my hands.
Alright, so here on Carnival, every so often in the MDR, they do what's called showtime, where the wait staff comes out and they dance and they sing. I think this is the first time that someone's actually like sang live. She was so good. Sang Little Proud Mary from Tina Turner. They danced, the lights changed, so that was really cool to sit down to. And definitely worth seeing. I mean, you're going to be forced to see it when you eat in the MDR, whether you like it or not. But it was really, really good. So 2 thumbs up. She was awesome. We also got like a really good seat right in the middle of the dining room. So the main dining room, the Pacific dining room, is really, really nice. Really cool chandeliers. It's 2 stories. And we're right in the middle of everything. So we're right under the chandeliers. It's actually really beautiful in here.
All right, y'all, it's formal night. Formal nights, they definitely step up the menu here in the MDR. Typical nights, you're getting pretty standard fare, but on formal night, you get some really exclusive dishes. We'll put the menu up on the screen so you could take a look. Everything here sounds great. There's something for everyone. And something that's unique to Carnival is that they have an entire gluten-free menu. Again, it's all on the screen for you. And it's just really nice, especially for those that have dietary restrictions. You can really find something off that menu. You can participate. Tonight, obviously, I'm limited on what I can eat, but the menu tonight has something for everyone. Really excited to enjoy dinner here in the MDR.
And you can tell on the MDR menu the influence of Emeril Lagasse. They've actually highlighted a few of his favorites. So he's curated a few dishes each night on the cruise in the MDR. And it says Emerald Select by an appetizer and a main. So tonight, the Emerald Select is a tuna crudo for the appetizer and a firecracker branzino for the main. So I might try one or both of those just to see if the Emerald Select items are different or better. For an appetizer, I got the Emerald Select. I got the tuna crudo, which is sake yuzu vinaigrette and crispy wontons. All right, the tuna crudo was really good. I gotta give that a 4 out of 5. Tuna was nice and fresh. It had some sliced jalapeno peppers, which brought a lot of heat, actually a pretty good amount. So altogether, it was a really fresh, light appetizer and a great start to the meal.
All right, y'all, for an appetizer, I got the shrimp cocktail. They're definitely like tinier shrimp than what you normally would get. I'd give this, honestly, I'll give it a 2.5 out of 5. It's not great. Anyway, it'll do. It's soft and it works for me at the moment. All right, y'all, for my main, I got the oven roasted chicken with fixing. Comes with garlic, rosemary smear, onion, potatoes, and a pan dripping Cajun gravy. Y'all, they had me at pan dripping Cajun gravy and oven roasted chicken because that's primarily what I can eat right now. Y'all, this oven roasted chicken with the gravy, I had Chris pour the gravy on it so you guys could see gravy cam, gravy vision. The Cajun gravy, which is made from the pan drippings, is really good. It adds so much flavor. Chicken can be really dry. This is not dry at all. I'm really impressed. I can see Emerald's bamming everything in the kitchen. This, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. It would have been perfect maybe with a little more seasoning, but overall, this is really good. I would get this again.
For one of my mains, I got the firecracker branzino. That's barbecue basted, and it comes with sliced roast potatoes, southern greens, and horseradish cream sauce. Oh, that's really good. Again, a really light option. The fish is really cooked well. Has a great flavor, good seasoning on it. Get another bite. I really like that. It's super flaky. I'm gonna give this a 4.5 out of 5. It's really good. Everything works so well together. The skin is crispy. The meat of the fish is nice and flaky. It's delicious. And for my second main, I got 2 mains. Don't judge me. I got the duet of filet mignon and short rib. That comes with string beans and a wine sauce. That filet, I got a medium rare. It's so tender. It's really good. It's a good steak. Sometimes cruise line steaks can get a little chewy. Let's try the short rib. You didn't even need a knife for that. This gets a 5 out of 5. This is so good. The short rib is super tender, fatty, delicious. Pair it with the mashed potatoes that are nice and creamy and buttery. That's really yummy. Everything here has been awesome. And yeah, I don't know if Emerald has like really stepped up the main dining room food, but it's definitely better than the last time we've come on a Carnival cruise. So I have to say he has. Everything's been really, really good. For dessert, had to get the legendary Carnival chocolate melting cake. If you know, you know. It's one of the things that Carnival is known for in the main dining room. You gotta get the chocolate melting cake. Pro tip, so ask for a side of peanut butter when it comes out. You take some peanut butter, then you scoop into the chocolate melting cake. I mean, you can probably see where this is headed. And if you're really adventurous, it comes with a side of ice cream. So you can kind of get some ice cream with it as well. And get one bite. Oh my god, it's amazing. The melting cake on its own is good, but add the peanut butter, I promise you. Unless you're allergic to peanuts, then don't. It's basically a peanut butter cup, a melted peanut butter cup. It's delicious. 5 out of 5, of course. This is so good. And a great way to end off dinner, I gotta say. Alright, located right next to this really impressive Carnival Jubilee ship model, you're going to find the Golden Mermaid Bar. It's kind of like a jazz piano lounge. They have some live music in here as well. Kind of the classier of the bars here on the Jubilee. On the Mardi Gras, I think this was called the Brass Magnolia, but it's really pretty. It's got a beautiful chandelier, lovely spaces to sit and look out at the ocean, and I hear the drinks are really good in there as well, so let's go sit down and check it out. All right, so we thought Dr. Inks had some really good flair bartenders, but Golden Mermaid might have one up them. The drinks that we got were the El Dorado and the Pearly Bubble. Listen, we're sluts for a bubble drink, so don't judge us. We love a good bubble drink. All right, so I got the El Dorado, and it's a bourbon-based drink, as Woodford Reserve. It's got an espresso liqueur, and it's also made with real edible gold, and it's infused with smoke. So of course the presentation of the drink was amazing. They filled the decanter up with smoke, swirled it around, poured it into the glass, and then while they poured it, they shined a light onto the top so you could see the shimmering gold. That's really cool. I don't know if it'll come out on video, but you can see the flecks of gold in it, and it's really shiny. Presentation, 10 out of 10. It was great. Let's see how the drink tastes. That is amazing. That's a 5 out of 5. It's not crazy smoky, so it's just a hint of smoke, which complements the bourbon really, really well. And that coffee taste from the espresso liqueur, it's almost just like an elevated espresso martini. I think I'm gonna start drinking them with bourbon instead of vodka now. That is amazing. 5 out of 5.
All right, y'all. Here at the Golden Mermaid, just like Chris said, we are suckers for bubble drinks. If you guys watched our day one, you know we already had a bubble drink. If you watched Icon, we got bubble drinks. Of course, we had to order it. And I gotta say, I've never had a bubble fall into the drink. Like, that was great. Masterfully done. Thank you. I believe our waiter's name was Cornelius. He did such a great job. At one point, he was shaking and stirring at the same time. I don't know if I'm that coordinated, so great job. Now, I'm only gonna have a little tiny sip because I'm curious. Chris is probably gonna finish these over time because it's still early tonight. So, you know, it is what it is. Drink responsibly. Oh my God, guys. Ingredients up on the screen. It's a gin-based drink. It's got gin, Saint Germain, some other ingredients. This is really good. It's light, refreshing. It's not super gin forward. You know, gin is very polarizing. This is really good. I'd have to give this 5 out of 5. Presentation and taste. And okay, that's it. I want more, but I gotta be a good boy. Hey Chris, how's the water?
Freezing.
Yeah?
So cold. You know, kudos to anyone that can brave that water.
Did you get
chilly?
Did you get the shot?
I think so. We'll see how it comes out, but it's a really good views back here. Honestly, this pool, I don't think people know that there's a pool back here, or if they do, no one's using it.
Boys and their toys, am I right?
Right. It's breakfast time on day 3 here on the Carnival Jubilee. We're having a great time. And we wanted just a quick breakfast without too much of a fuss. So instead of going to the buffet, we came back to Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse. We came back to Flavortown because they actually have a breakfast buffet that runs in the mornings here as well. It's a lot less crowded, there's way more seats, and they serve essentially the same things that they do on the breakfast buffet. If you want to avoid the crowds and you're just looking for a quick breakfast, so maybe think about the buffet here in the back of the ship at Guy's Pig and Acre Smokehouse Brewhouse. But let's go get some eggs, maybe definitely some hash browns, and see what else they have. Maybe some fruit and yogurt, I don't know. We'll keep it light this morning. If you know, you know, cruise hash browns hit different. Cruise hash browns are the best, and those little hash browns that they have on the buffet are so good.
All right, breakfast of champions for me. Scrambled eggs with a little bit of that tomato sauce that they have, sausage, piece of ham, and some mortadella. I have to get 80 to 100 grams of protein per day. It's actually been a little difficult on the cruise ship. We'll see how much I can eat, but I really need to hit those macros. I need to keep it low fat, high protein, and very low carb. We're starting new today. I'm gonna hit it, that's the challenge. All right, yeah, I didn't really touch the yogurt. I was able to finish the eggs, the sausage, I kind of picked that. Overall, really good breakfast. That's really good for me, starting the day out strong.
Located right next to Guy's Pig and Acre Smokehouse Brewhouse is the Carnival store. And so Carnival typically isn't known for its giant stores full of branded merch like Disney Cruise or even Royal Caribbean, but it's really nice to see them trying at least. Normally you'd find like bits and pieces of branded merch like mixed in with the other stuff at like a sundries store, but this is a whole dedicated store just for Carnival branded merchandise. It's not very big, but it's something, so it's cool to see. They have like Spirit jerseys, they have mugs, they have shirts, polos, like all sorts of cool things that are branded Carnival and for the Jubilee inaugural season, so come check it out if you're on the Jubilee. Here at the Ultimate Playground Zone on the Carnival Jubilee, there's so much to do for families and non-families alike. There's putt-putt golf, there's the Bolt Sea Coaster, the only roller coaster at sea. Check out our day 2 vlog to see Abed and I crush that. And they also have this water park. So the water park behind me has 3 water slides, one of which is a drop slide where the floor falls out from under you. They have a mat racing slide and then just the regular body slide. They also have a ton of water features to keep you cool on this super hot ocean day. So I don't know if it's quite hot enough for me to go down one of those slides. That water is like 65 degrees, it's freezing cold, but hey, you never know. In addition to the Bolt roller coaster, the water park, and the mini golf, in the Ultimate Playground, they also have a giant sports court, and it works as kind of a multi-purpose sport court. You can play basketball. I know they have pickleball tournaments here as well. So lots of different areas for you to kind of do different sports, and it's all netted off so the balls don't go flying off into the sea. And right above the sports court, they have a ropes course, which actually looks pretty fun. There's all sorts of different obstacles that take you out over the side of the ship. Not quite as intense as Crown's Edge, but maybe kind of close, right? It looks pretty cool. All right, so you don't swing out over the ocean per se. There's a deck like below you, 2 decks below you. Still though, it's off the side of the ship and that looks kind of scary.
Chris, you conquered Crown's Edge, like on Icon. If you guys want to see Chris do that, it was day 3 from our Icon video. Chris conquered Crown's Edge. If I meet the weight, I'm gonna do it, but I think Chris might.
Maybe for a drink, right? Like, are you gonna give me a drink if I do this?
You got it. In the casino. That's where we get them for free.
I see what you did there. All right. You know what? We'll see. Maybe. I'll have to work up the courage for it. All right, Bolt's going around us. There it goes. All right. That's cool that they're still running it on sea days. But we're about to go putt-putting, and in honor of our friend Peter, I had to get green. And I also love green. Green's my favorite color, but green's really Peter's favorite color. Like, let's be real. So, here's to you, Peter. All right, I got it in 3, but I gotta say, it's probably the ball's fault, not mine. My expert putting skills were not the reason why I got a 3 on that. It's because these balls are really light. Luckily for us, they don't have scorecards here at the putt-putt course. I guess they want you to just keep track mentally, but does it help avoid cheating or encourage it? All right, Tiger steps up to the tee box.
These are short.
What a shot. He's in the water, folks. How is he gonna get out of this one? Oh!
That's 2, Chris. 2.
Nice. But I think the water is a 1-stroke penalty, right?
No. Not at sea.
Not at sea? Okay, all right, all right.
All right, Chris, I got this one in 2. Let's see what you can do. Try, why not? There is no try, just do. Oh, we're off course, we're off course. We are off course, y'all. That's like 20 shots, Chris.
Cut it.
No, it was all captured.
Cut it. You'll edit that out, edit that out.
Yeah. Expert, huh?
All right, 9 holes down. Just like Hawkeye, I played 9 and I shot 9. 9 bogeys, that is. I think my score at the end was like a 35. Whatever, that's fine. Nobody's keeping count, right, Abed? You definitely didn't beat me by like 10 strokes or anything. There was no paper to prove it, so I think we actually tied, is what I think. What do you think?
Chris, you know I won. The internet knows I won. It's on the record.
All right, fine. I'll give you that one just because it's your birthday.
He lies. He lies.
Just kidding, it's not even your birthday. But in honor of Scotty Scheffler winning the Masters, Abed Scheffler just won the Masters here on the Carnival Jubilee. Way to go, man.
Did I get remarried?
Located on deck 8 is another zone called the Shores, and it's actually really cool. It's themed kind of like a boardwalk, so the ground actually looks like a boardwalk. The tile that they laid down looks like wooden planks. There's kind of like a Ferris wheel art installation on the ceiling right above me. This is pretty neat with all the lights and stuff. And this is where you're gonna find Coastal Slice, which is the grab-and-go pizza spot here on Carnival, and Beach Buns as well, which is the grab-and-go sandwich spot. So they have paninis, hot and cold sandwiches there. And hot dogs as well. So if you know Carnival, you know that they're kind of known for their pizza. Their pizza is really, really good. We can't come on a Carnival cruise without getting a slice of pizza, because that's kind of what Carnival is known for as far as grab and go, is the pizza. Everyone raves about the pizza. As you know, they can't have open flames on a cruise ship, so the ovens that they have do a pretty good job of getting a good char on the crust, considering. It's a little floppy, but that's fine. All right, let's try it. This is a really good pizza. Gotta give this 4 out of 5. This is awesome. You know, cruise ship pizza can kind of be a little generic, but I've never had a bad Carnival pizza, and the barbecue chicken is a great addition to the pizza lineup here at Coastal Slice. The nice thing is they stay open super duper late, till 4 a.m. So no matter how late you're out, you can always grab a slice of pizza, and it's reliable. All right, also unique to the Carnival Jubilee is the Tex-Mex pizza. So shout out Tex-Mex, way to represent Texas. And this looks fantastic. It's got cheddar cheese, bacon, corn, bell peppers, and jalapenos. So a little spice. All right, guilty confession. Those of you that know CC's Pizza, like back in the day, that used to be like all my family could afford. So we would always go to CC's Pizza, and they used to have this pizza called taco pizza, where it was basically just pizza with hot sauce instead of tomato sauce. And then it had shredded cheddar cheese, cold lettuce, tomato, and it was honestly one of the best things ever. I still think about that pizza. It's so cheap, I know. Rake me over the coals for liking CC's, but man, that's just such a nostalgic pizza. I wonder if this is gonna taste anything like that. All right, let's try it out. Wow. Okay. Doesn't taste like it, but that is delicious. That's a 5 out of 5. It's so cheesy. You get the crunchiness from the bacon, the nice spice from the jalapenos, and the sweet bell peppers on there. Oh my God, that pizza is amazing. I'm definitely gonna have to go back for more of that later on in the cruise. That is excellent. So, good job, Carnival. The 2 new pizzas that you brought onto the Jubilee are standouts. Don't miss them when you're here at Coastal Slice. We made it to Beach Buns, which is located right next to Coastal Slice. We had to stop to get a couple sandwiches. Abed's gonna get the meatball, I think, and I'm gonna get the steak and cheese. It looks really good. They have so many different sandwiches to choose from. Looks like they bake them fresh right in front of you. And they also have a selection of hot dogs and sausages if you want some wieners in your life. I got the beef and cheese, which, ooh, look at that cheese pull. That looks good. It looks like there's plenty of steak in there. Lots of melty cheese. So you can also get a variety of different hot dogs and sausages that come with all different toppings. They have these sandwiches, and you can also get sides like chips, and they have soups of the day. So these are fresh and hot right out of the oven. Let's take a bite. Oh my God. Oh, the cheese, super melted. There's tons of steak on there. That's a really, really delicious sandwich. 4.5 out of 5 for the sandwich. Super quick, super convenient, and it's really, really tasty.
Okay, so I can't have pizza at the moment. Future cruises, I'm gonna definitely try more of that pizza. I'm gonna go down on that pizza. But for now, what did I say?
No, keep going.
Stop making me laugh. I don't know what I said.
Go.
I'm innocent. Okay, so for me, I need to, again, get my protein in. So I decided to go to Guy's Pig and Anchor. I know we had it for night one. It's a little different because there's actually a full buffet on sea days. And it's not on the main line that you guys saw us this morning for breakfast. Don't know why. Well, it could be because the smokers are outside. They're actually smoking outside. They've got everything that you would want. Collard greens, mac and cheese, old school potato salad. They don't have ribs, which is unfortunate, but they do have sausage. They've got brisket, they've got chicken, and they got pulled pork and plenty of sauce. All right, well, here's my plate. I got some collard greens, trying to get my greens in, and it has some turkey. I got one piece of brisket and a piece of chicken. I'm gonna get my protein in, and then we'll pick this up right after.
Sorry, I'm just still thinking about Abed and what he said, that what he's gonna do to that pizza in August. I don't know, stay tuned to a Random Recess and you'll see what happens in August on our cruise in August. But yeah, that's crazy that they have smokers on board. Again, it's not a fire hazard. I'm sure they've thought this through. Right, Carnival? You've thought this through, right? What's up? So I got the Shark's Tooth from the Red Frog Tiki Bar. The Red Frog Tiki Bar is a 2-story tiki bar here on the Lido deck of the Carnival Jubilee. On other Carnival ships, Red Frog is generally just kind of like a 1-story thing, and it's not a tiki themed bar. It's more of just a rum bar, and it's usually inside. So this is really cool that the Red Frog is outside. I got the Shark's Tooth. It's got 2 types of rum. It's got cherry hearing, it's got some maraschino liqueur, pineapple juice, and lime juice. Cheers, let's try it out. I guess you already saw me try it, but let's try it again for science. You know, one thing about tiki drinks that I kind of don't like is that they're always too sweet. This is actually super well balanced. Even though that has that cherry liqueur and the rum in it, it's not overly sweet. It also has the pineapple juice, but it's not too heavy on it. So you're not left with like that weird sticky sensation in your mouth when you drink a tiki drink sometimes. If you don't like rum drinks, maybe stay away from it because it is very rum forward, but hey, we're on the ocean and we're vibing. You gotta get it. You gotta get at least 1 tiki drink. Oh yeah, 5 out of 5. Which one should I change it to? Let's do Arctic water. I mean, that's cool that you can kind of control the lighting package and what's on the LED screens. This is only available certain times of the day, so make sure to check the Carnival Hub app to see when this is available. It's called Change the Currents, because I think at night, like, they just keep it as a standard Dr. Ink's package or something like that. But during the day, you can come and change and play around with it.
All right, so we're hanging out here outside of Alchemy. This whole area here is Alchemy. Now, the bar is always busy. It's hard to find a seat. We decided we'll wait a little bit. We want some pre-dinner drinks, and we're just kind of hanging out. One of the upgrades compared to Mardi Gras is these high top tables. Mardi Gras did not have these, so this is a huge plus. You know, kudos to Carnival for doing this. I consider this as a huge upgrade. Alchemy is the most popular bar on any Carnival ship. But for some reason, everyone is just so connected emotionally to Alchemy, and they'll never give up a seat. I suspect in the future they're gonna have to put some sort of time limit on there, like you're there for an hour or 2 and you just gotta move on, just to allow other people an opportunity to sit and enjoy the Alchemy experience. That's one downside. It is, again, the most popular bar. Just be prepared for that. If you've never been on a Carnival ship, and get there early, or like when dining starts, most of the time you can get a seat because everyone's eating. All right, Chris, pre-dinner drinks.
That's right, the Martini boys are back, baby. Cheers. I have to say, they make a really mean dirty vodka martini at the Alchemy Bar. Alchemy Bar is cool because it's kind of a martini bar. They don't have beer there. It's all cocktails, all liquor. They specialize in making all sorts of different drinks. If you even don't know what you like or what you want specifically by the name of the drink, you can just tell them like the flavors that you like, and they'll make you a specific cocktail. That's kind of cool. It's very customizable. That's why this bar is so popular. They're good at what they do. And they make some mean drinks. So they have a menu to kind of get you started. They have a lot of great options. Check out the Pineapple Chipotle Martini if you haven't had that before. That's a great one. But, you know, then now you're just keeping it classy and simple tonight. Starting off with a Belvedere Dirty Martini with some blue cheese olives. It's delicious. 5 out of 5. It is crisp, a little bit salty, so good. And guys, don't worry. Abed's only going to have about 1 or 2 sips of his. And then I'll probably drink the rest. So I'm really benefiting from Abed's new and improved lifestyle here, where he can't drink alcohol. So you know what? I got like 2 for 1. So we'll be here for a little bit before dinner. We have dinner in about an hour, so we'll pace ourselves before dinner. But yeah, come check out Alchemy Bar. They do make some really neat cocktails here.
So Rudy's Sea Grill is actually a new concept to Carnival's XL class ships. It's available on Mardi Gras Celebration and now Jubilee. We've never eaten here before because we've only sailed Mardi Gras one other time, and we didn't eat at Rudy's then, so we decided we had to do Rudy's this time. It's a higher end restaurant, not quite as high end as the steakhouse where you have to be formally dressed. I think we're in for a treat from what I've seen so far.
All right, y'all, the decor in here is really well done. It looks like you're under the sea. It looks like you're eating in a shell. There's little fishies swimming around. Even the plates have like all these images on it, and even the napkins are rolled like a seashell. Just a really clean, modern take on a seafood restaurant. All right, so the Rudy's Sea Grill menu contains all your classic seafood dishes. This specialty dining experience is $49 for adults. Just like the other specialty dining on board, you can order as many appetizers and desserts as you like, but are limited to only 2 entrees.
So as part of our bread service, we got this crusty Parmesan bread. Great bread service with the butter on it. So much Parmesan cheese. This is amazing. And an excellent start to the meal. We also got an amuse-bouche of crispy fried shrimp. It was almost like little haystack fried like phyllo dough strips that were surrounding the shrimp. The shrimp was perfectly cooked. I had a little bit of a spicy aioli. Great way to start off the meal. But oh my god, this Parmesan bread, amazing. 5 out of 5. The noodles are cooked perfectly. This is delicious. It's not too salty. Sometimes with mac and cheese, you can get a little bit too much salt. This is perfectly salted. The lobster just adds that extra richness to the already rich mac and cheese. It just elevates this to another level. This is a 5 out of 5. This is so good. If you love mac and cheese, get the lobster mac and cheese.
All right, y'all, for my appetizer, I got the seared shrimp. And let me tell you, the flavor here, the chili sauce that it comes with, isn't too spicy. I can't really handle spice at the moment, but perfectly cooked shrimp, not chewy, not overcooked, without being overpowering, and it really complements the shrimp. And it's not over-seasoned, right? It's not like just a burst of spices and heat. It's really subtle. Probably one of the best bites I've had this entire cruise. 5 out of 5.
Get the seafood base with the citrus smoke.
Ooh.
It's a lobster crab shrimp meat with the cream and sherry soup.
Thank you. All right, so I got the seafood bisque, and let me tell you, this broth, really rich, nice seafood flavor. There's a big piece of lump lobster in here, but it's essentially lobster bisque. This is very good. Now, I don't really eat seafood bisques a lot. I don't really have a lot to compare it to, but I gotta give this a 4 out of 5. This is a really good soup, and I think Abed liked it too. It's not overly rich, which I like. The presentation is so good. So not only did it have the lump lobster meat in the middle, but on the sides of the bowl, you see the herbs and stuff are stuck onto the sides of the bowl, like little barnacles. That's so cool, and then you just scrape them off into your soup. I'm impressed. Abed also got the calamari as his second appetizer. He's not really gonna eat any of it, just because he's saving room for his main. So I've been nibbling on it. For those of you that don't like the tentacles, you'd be happy to know that this is mostly rings, and the breading is nice. It's very crispy, very light. The calamari itself is a little bit chewy, so not the most tender calamari I've ever had. The flavor is good. It's just, it tastes a little overdone. So I'll give this a 3 out of 5. Not a bad appetizer by any means. The seafood bisque is way better though. For my main, I got the 9-ounce charbroiled lobster tail. It comes halved, so it's super easy to take out of the shell. It's a lot, it's huge. Comes with drawn butter, a side of crab risotto, and asparagus. Everything's a 5 out of 5. This is amazing. The lobster is super sweet. Dipping it into the drawn butter is perfection. The crab risotto is creamy and luxurious and delicious. And you can't go wrong with some buttered asparagus. So everything is amazing. 5 out of 5. This 9-ounce lobster tail is a great value for what you pay for this restaurant. I think we paid $49 per person. Just for this alone at a steakhouse in Austin, you're paying like $60, $70, $80 probably. Not to mention you get appetizers and a dessert with this. It's a great value. So this is amazing. 5 out of 5. Everything here has been really, really good so far.
All right, so for my entree, I got the crab stuffed lobster tail. Now, I'm not a big lobster fan. I think it's the inferior meat. If you were to give me a crab, especially crab legs over lobster, I'm gonna go crab legs every single time. The crab is so tender and juicy, and the lobster is a little chewy on my end. Still good, but anything that needs that much butter to taste good isn't that great. But the crab, 5 out of 5. I just want more crab. This is absolutely delicious. So if you're a crab lover, you will love the crab stuffed lobster. No shade to the lobster. It's pretty good too, but I don't know. Hot take, I prefer crab over lobster.
He said no shade to lobster, but I detected a lot of shade. So lobster lovers of the world, comment down below. Is lobster better than crab? I don't know about all this extraneous stuff with the presentation. It's cute. The star of the show is the key lime pie. That's so good. You get the tartness of the key lime, really crunchy graham cracker crust. It's creamy, it's delicious. That is such a good key lime pie. And the presentation is so cute. It's a little smiling clown face, kind of. Am I eating Rudy's nose right now? I don't know. That's really, really good. 4.5 out of 5. That's delicious.
I ended up getting the chocolate truffle cake. When I tell you, everyone around wanted this cake. I wanted this cake when I saw it at a table next to us. Fudge cake, chocolate mousse, just absolutely decadent, but very light. You guys know I love sweets. I'm not really supposed to have sugar, but I'm on vacation. I haven't really had sugar in a while, which is why I'm really hyper right now. And I already warned Chris. I already warned him. 5 out of 5. So decadent, but light. I don't know how they did that. The mousse, the cake, and then the hazelnut chocolate that's on top. Last time I had something like that was at Empire Supper Club when we were on Icon of the Seas. Like I said, everyone was so envious. 5 out of 5.
Abed's not wrong. His dessert came out and hit the table. The lady right next to us, she changed her dessert order the minute she saw it come out. That's how good it looked. And you guys can see it. It looked amazing. Overall, Rudy's is definitely a must-do when you're here on the Carnival Jubilee or any Carnival XL class ship. It's really good. It is extra cost, so you are gonna have to pay a little extra for it. But like I said in the restaurant, $49 per person is not a bad deal at all. You get essentially 4 courses, a lot of seafood, and everything was super high quality. So I was really impressed. I enjoyed my meal, and I am so stuffed. I definitely helped Abed eat some of his food, and by some of his food, I mean most of his food. So I don't know where I put it all, but I gotta go run around the ship or something to work some of this off.
I'm ready to run. I am so hyper, guys. I don't know if it was the chocolate. I'm ready.
You guys, he had like 2 bites. He had like 2 bites of it, and this is how he is. So let's just keep it at 2 bites, okay? I think you're done. You're done. All right, good morning, everyone. We're actually on our way down to Deck 6 to Java Blue Cafe to grab some breakfast before we disembark the ship for our first port of call here at Roatan, Honduras. So let's go grab breakfast. Okay, at Java Blue Cafe, all of the food there is complimentary, so it's not extra cost. You can go up and get a sandwich with your coffee. They have all-day sandwiches. They have breakfast sandwiches. They have a bake shop so you can get pastries and muffins. And I don't think a lot of people know that it's free because the line for that was super short. The line for coffee was pretty long, but the line for the food was like non-existent. We just walked right up and we got 2 breakfast sandwiches with sausage patty, egg, avocado, and tomato on an English muffin and cheese. And this looks so good. We've had them before, so we know what they taste like. They're definitely delicious. But pro tip for the coffee, if you want a specialty coffee in the morning, the line at Java Blue Cafe can kind of get long. You can get specialty coffees at the Havana Bar and also at the Marina Bar that are located on Deck 8. So Java Blue is located on Deck 6, Marina Bar and Havana Bar are both on Deck 8. They both serve specialty coffees. They draw their own espresso. So you can get your specialty coffee drinks at those 2 bars too, and the lines are way, way shorter. So pro tip there if you don't want to wait in the long line down here. All right, let's try the breakfast sandwich. Ooh, look how melty and cheesy that is. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. The English muffin is nice and soft. This is super warm. This looks good. It's cheesy, sausage is good. It's a great sandwich. 5 out of 5, this is amazing. Eggs are cooked perfectly. Like I said, they bake it fresh in front of you. Really quick, really simple. Grab and go breakfast on a port day. Can't beat it. This is great.
All right, we're here in the current section right by Emerald 717 this morning, and what in the name of Lisa Frank is going on these screens behind us? It's giving me 5th grade binder flashbacks when you had the binders and the folders that were all decorated with this type of artwork. I like it, it's colorful, but who else had these binders?
All right, y'all, this is the beach that we're going to today here in Mahogany Bay. If you're not familiar with this particular port, this is exclusive to Carnival. It's not their private island, but only they dock here and all of their other ships. We do have a princess ship that's here with us today. But we will be here in just a few moments. Well, probably about an hour or so. We're still docking, but can't wait to show you guys around. Wanted to call out our exploring hats because we're here in Mahogany Bay, ready for an amazing recess. This is the first port of 3. We're gonna have them back to back to back. We're really excited. Again, we have a lot to show you. And again, we're official because exploring hat, y'all.
Got mine on too. Dora would be proud of us. Am I right?
All right, we are all off the ship and we are headed over to the sky ride. They have a sky ride here at this port that will take you to the beach. It's $15, which is a little pricey, but hey, for the experience and for this amazing footage, why not? Looks like we're here at port with the Enchanted Princess. Chris and I have never cruised Princess Cruise Line. It is owned by Carnival. I'll say this, if you're not in a hurry to get off the ship, maybe wait. The Princess is getting off at the same time Jubilee is, and it is crowded. There's only one way through, and of course, you guessed it, it's through the duty-free shop. But yeah, if you're not in a hurry, if you're not interested in grabbing a seat, a chair at the beach, or if you're just not interested in doing an excursion, then take your time. It's pretty packed, got a bit of a bottleneck, but hey, we're on vacation, no issues, just doing our thing. At least we're moving. Chairlift and beach to the right. We are not doing an excursion, don't need a taxi. We're not going to shop at the moment, so yeah. No. Looks like we're going right. Like I said earlier, this particular port, Mahogany Bay, is exclusive just for Carnival. You sail with Royal or any of Royal's ships, you're going to be on a different island or a different part of Mahogany Bay. Because there are 2 ships, including a large XL class with the Jubilee and the Enchanted Princess, it's pretty crowded here. So just, again, keep that in mind. If you don't have anything that's truly time sensitive, just wait, take your time, wake up. It is beautiful here, plenty of shops. A lot to do, but just keep that in mind in terms of timing and what your goals are for the day. All right, this is what we're riding. We are riding the magical flying beach chair. I guess just a ski lift over the beach. Can't wait to see what this is all about. All right, so here's the pricing sheet. You could only pay for the chairlift here, right next to the chairlift, but it is $15 for ages 12 and up, $9 3 to 11. But it looks like they've got some other activities here. There's snorkel, hydro bike, kayaking, fun cat, aquacycle. So I'll leave these here for a while. You can pause the screen if you want to look at it, but $34 for a sea hammock. I don't know if that's a good deal, but if you're interested, here's everything that they offer here at Mahogany Bay.
$40 for a fun cat. I saw a fun cat back there for free, so I don't know what they're talking about.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
All right, y'all, we are on the skylift. Chris, what's up?
What up?
He's extending his massive pole, y'all. If you do not want to wait for the chairlift, you can just follow the path. It's not a yellow brick road, but it is a brick road. And then in a second, I will zoom in on the nature trail. Oh, we have paused.
Oh, this is fun.
This is a bit frightening. It's okay.
I mean, I think we would survive, honestly.
Okay, so there is the nature trail. It goes off to the right. It is slightly longer, but trust me, there are some amazing Instagram spots. So we ended up with an all-day pass. That's another thing about the skylift or the magical beach chair, is that it is an all-day thing. So $15, but you can take it. You could ride it all day if you wanted. We might have to just walk back just to show you the jungle and get some really cool Instagram photos.
Also, because this is kind of scary.
It kind of is.
I mean, it's like a ski lift, but I've never been on one of these before where you're just so exposed. But okay, anyway, at least it doesn't go fast.
Right. And here I thought the Skyliner was frightening. This is pretty bad. Chris and I have never gone skiing, so we have no perspective. But at least skiing, you fall into the snow and it's soft, right?
That's right. Abid, if you could stop kicking your legs around, that'd be great.
those folks are definitely beating us to the beach. But here's a pro tip. We're here actually with my parents and some family, and I sent them ahead. They were not interested. So if you're here with a group, some folks want to experience it, some don't. Split up. Have one group go ahead, get the beach chairs, get all set up while the other, you know, bakes in the sun, and then rides the terrifying sky ride. Y'all, this really is fun, but because it was so backed up, it's not like a non-stop trip. This is like the city line, right? It's not the express. You are gonna stop as they load everybody. But I suspect throughout the day, as more people are on the beach and less people are coming off the ship, that's another reason maybe to wait to get off the ship till later. Especially if you wanted to do this little magical beach chair, because yeah, it's stopping like every few minutes just to load the next passengers.
We're almost over the water and we're almost to the beach.
Here's why we wanted to do this. I mean, y'all, look, you're not gonna find better views of the ship. And again, y'all, this is why we wanted to do this. Carnival Jubilee is right there and over there. Got some amazing shots to show y'all, because she really is a beautiful ship, interior and exterior. I think we're terrified is because we're holding like a lot of camera equipment right now. Woo, but we're okay. Iron grips. Iron grips.
Iron grips.
There is the Water Sport and Information Center, but if you are interested in some of those sporting activities, you'll want to hit up this area here. But y'all, look at the water right now. The water so far is just a beautiful crystal blue. It's actually like bath water. You could see the bottom right there. Look at that. Here's some of those Instagram moments. They've got them all throughout, not just in the nature trail, but this is right next to the beach, so you can't really miss it. It appears we've reached the end. Prepare to unload. Check for loose clothing and equipment. We have not let go of our equipment. All in all, y'all, this is safe. We're just worried because we have so much equipment, but it's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at the view behind you.
Yeah. Right? The view's good, right? I'm just kidding.
It's amazing.
Oh, are you videoing? Yeah. I thought you were taking a picture. I'm an idiot. It's beautiful. I love this port because the ship's so close to the beach area. I mean, look at her.
All right, y'all, we made it to the beach. Chris is taking some cool 360 footage. This is our first time actually doing the beach. The sand feels great. I mean, I'm still wearing my flips. So far, this is absolutely gorgeous. Hopefully the water isn't freezing, but we looked it up before. I think they said temperature is about 80 degrees. All right, y'all, we made it to Mahogany Beach. Really excited. Still haven't found our party, but that's okay. They went ahead of us. The sky ride is over, sky lift, magical beach chair is over. We made it, but wish us luck. We're really excited about the day, but first, I really need to find my parents. I feel like this is like a Home Alone situation. Challenge, how long will it take to find them? We should have established a starting point, a meeting point, but that's okay.
I think if you just run up and down the beach yelling "Mom," you'll find them eventually.
All right, y'all. Should I go do it?
Mom!
They may or may not have found a chair. I don't know if they were lucky enough. They'll probably call out my name, but nonetheless, someone dropped $1. Someone dropped $1 on the beach. That's a lucky dollar, but I gotta keep moving. I'm gonna keep up with Chris. It looks like anything that's in yellow in these clamshells, you do have to pay for. So I thought things were complimentary. We're gonna have to find my parents and see, did they buy a chair or where they ended up? But I thought I read that there were some free areas of the beach, but they're gonna be mad if there aren't, but I'll pay for it. It's my mistake.
These are all clamshells.
These are all clamshells, but all right, well, let's go find our group.
So all the
wherever
chairs
they may be.
back here, free. All the chairs over there, free.
All right, well then they're in the free section for sure.
Ooh, my head almost didn't fit through that because it's too big.
Sounds like you have a nice ass though.
Aw.
Well, hold on, stay there.
Okay.
All right, behind Chris's nice ass is badass. And then behind dumbass is, well, oh, well, never mind.
We'll, no comment on that one.
If you are still here watching and you're keeping up with this video, we are still looking for the parentals, but I think we've settled on find shade, sit down, relax, have a good time, and eventually it'll all work itself out. Because we're here in paradise, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's only so big of an island. We'll find them eventually, I think, I hope, maybe.
Maybe.
Many hours later.
Believe it or not, we found them. There's Papa Abed. All right, we found you. Hi, Dad. How was the walk? Okay, thank you. How was the walk?
Fine. I didn't go to the water yet.
Are you okay? Yeah. Okay. Well, if you want to go, we're here. All right, y'all. I know earlier I said that, you know, if you're not in a hurry, take your time or whatever, but look, we got off right away. There was a bit of a traffic jam, but if you don't take the magical sky chair, you know, to the beach, It's much faster to walk. So even with the Enchanted Princess here and Jubilee, if you're leaving the ship any later than maybe 11 a.m., you're probably not going to find, you know, anywhere to sit. Especially if there's another ship here at port, it's going to be really hard to find a chair. And this is lovely. Like, Chris and I don't know how to relax, but we're learning. We're growing, we're learning on this trip.
Abed, what do you mean we don't know how to relax? We have exactly 22 minutes of relaxation left before we have lunch, and then we have some more stuff to vlog, and then we have maybe 34 minutes of relaxation before we have to get back on the ship. What do you mean? We totally know how to relax.
Totally. Someone has entered ultimate relaxation mode. Chris?
Only for 23 more minutes, though. I'm just kidding.
Get back in your hat. All right, y'all, it is finally beach time. We are all lubed up and ready to go. Oh my gosh, it's pretty warm out here. It's like 85 degrees Fahrenheit, but the family, they're waving at me. The family's already in the water. We did find our group. Oh my God, it gets deep.
It's so deep.
And it's cold.
It's so cold.
Oh my God.
Oh no, it feels really good actually.
It got very deep very quick, y'all. That's how far we are from the beach. We are not that far at all. Oh my gosh. And there is the beautiful Carnival Jubilee and the beautiful Chris. Chris has his long pole in the water. Christopher.
What up?
What are we doing right now?
This beach is so nice. The water's lovely. It's nice and calm. There's tons of people out here. I'm playing with my new camera. Yeah, the views are lovely. It's a gorgeous day here today. It's a nice mid 80s, so it's nice and warm. The water's not too cold. Couldn't ask for a better day, honestly.
Right? I mean, it's not a perfect day.
It's not a perfect day, because that's only at Coco Cay, but it's pretty perfect for Carnival.
They do have like this sort of this man-made fencing, netting that goes all the way around. But yeah, this little swimming area, this beach is absolutely fabulous. Again, beautiful views of the ship. It's hard to beat. And then, like I said, the beach area is clean. The sand is soft. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look who's slinking back. He's playing with his toy. He's so cute, y'all. Boys and their toys.
The funny thing is, like, nobody knows what this is. It's totally different than the Icon, which was full of vloggers.
Everyone knew.
We're like literally the only people vlogging on this entire trip. And so people, when they see us, they're like, there's them vloggers again. And yeah, no, but everybody's been super nice. But I pulled this guy out, the Insta360, and extended it. And I've just been like shooting around with it. And everyone's like, do you work for Google? What is that thing? So I love them. Everyone's so nice.
Looks like they've got plenty of showers here, so in case you want to rinse off. This is a pretty well built out port, I gotta say. Last time I was here, I was very impressed. There are several restaurants in a row here, so you have plenty of options. They've got umbrellas, they've got a giant canopy, so you will be taken care of here.
Oh, she opened. That's so weird that they have my nickname from high school here. Just kidding. So there's 3 restaurants here at Roatan in the port, right by the beach. There's Playa Tortugas, there's Lobster House, and then El Hideaway is the one all the way at the end. That's the one we're going to. So they all kind of serve the same thing. Jerk chicken that's cooked over charcoal. They have whole fried snapper. They have other Honduran food that you can get. Some of it's grab and go, some of it's sit down. So take your pick. There's tons of seating within each of these 3 restaurants. Some of it's inside, some of it's more outside. And they definitely have plenty of bars for you to grab all of your drinks from. And they have frozen daiquiris as well. Ton of variety. I believe all of the frozen daiquiris are Fat Tuesday variety. So if you have ever been to a Fat Tuesday, you know what they're all about. Plenty of cold frozen drinks. You can get plenty of beer. And lots of really good food.
Now, none of the food is included, so you will have to purchase that a la carte. Recommendation is to have breakfast before you depart the ship. This way you can enjoy the morning and the beach, and then lunchtime, grab a light bite, and then by dinner time, you'll be back on the ship. All right, y'all, let's dig in. Fish has arrived. This is the fried snapper. So it comes already scored, which is great. And then it's fried. What's wonderful about this is that you guys can't hear that. The music is pretty loud, but this is so crispy. So all you got to do is just come in here and it pops right out. All right, y'all, let's try it. This is the fried red snapper here at El Hideaway at Mahogany Beach. All right, if you love fish, fried fish, you're gonna love this. I'm gonna give this a little lower of a score just because it's a little drier than I was kind of hoping for. There is this salad dressing. I might just add a little bit. That's gonna help it. Overall, this is gonna get a 4 out of 5. It's still absolutely delicious. Just again, a little dry. I think it fried a little too long, but it's $26, so it is a little pricey. But again, you're getting fresh seafood, you know, on an island. Why not? What's wrong with that?
Right, we also got a boleada, a flour tortilla filled with refried beans and Honduran cheese. Then it's all melted, so it's kind of like a quesadilla with beans and cheese in it. Okay, that salsa's super spicy, so FYI. That's really good though. Yeah, it's just like a bean and cheese quesadilla. That Honduran cheese, really mild. It's super good. And oh my god, that salsa. That's like crazy spicy, but that's so good. 4.5 out of 5 for this. This is delicious. El Hideaway was great. It's kind of, we like to say it's a hidden gem here on Roatan. It's not hidden at all. Everyone knows about it. Those other two restaurants do get a little bit more crowded, but El Hideaway is kind of our spot when we come here to Roatan. We got the fried fish. It was really, really good. I agree with the bed. It was a little bit dry in parts, but the meat towards the head and the tail was delicious. Wasn't dry at all. So it was super well seasoned also. So don't miss out on the fried fish.
All right, y'all, we're gonna take the nature trail back and kind of show you what it's all about. It's actually really pretty. And again, there are more photo spots here. So it's a great opportunity, especially for those Instagrammers out there, just to get some more content. Ooh, look, I forgot they have misters in the jungle. Yeah, last time we were here, the misters really weren't necessary. We were here like, it was a New Year's Eve cruise. So it was like January. Bit of an incline. So if you struggle, I would just take the trail. To be honest, we just wanted to do this because we wanted to film it, or else we would have just taken the trail. We were not going to take that sky chair back. It was a little frightening. I don't know if it came off, if you could hear it in our voice on the way to the beach, but yeah, it's a negative Ghost Rider for future sky chair usage for Chris and Abed. All right, y'all, you'll come to this junction point, beach or pier. On the way back, take the pier because actually it's a little shorter and quicker back to the duty-free shops. So yeah, taking the nature trail, exit the pier, especially if you're looking to get back on your ship. And you can kind of bypass a lot of the stores, especially if that's not something you're interested in, and if you're in a hurry to get back onto the ship. Plus, look, misters, especially if you're hot. So yeah, like I said, just like that, there's some stairs, some obstacles. If you can get through that, if you're able to, bam, you are back at the duty-free shops. There's one of the ships. That's the Princess ship. And now we can get back on our ship.
We were feeling a little thirsty, so we decided to come back to Flavortown, the back of the ship, Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse, Brewhouse, and I got one of their Bloody Marys, and I think we've reached peak Bloody Mary here, folks. This is incredible. It's got so much stuff on it. It comes in a collectible mason jar. You get to keep the mason jar. It's giant, so definitely shareable. I got it spicy, of course. But look at all the stuff it comes with. Bacon, olives, you got celery, you got lemon and lime. And it's pretty cool because it's made with Bloody Mary infused Tito's vodka. So they have a big container full of like all the vegetables, onions, celery, olives, all that stuff with vodka also just soaking it all. So the vodka gets infused with all the vegetable flavors. And then they put it in the Bloody Mary mix. So this is a $34 drink. So not cheap, but you can share it. And you get to keep the mug. When you think about that, not horrible. And if you bring the mug back, you get refills for $22. And it's not limited to this cruise. You can bring it on any Carnival cruise that has a Guy's Pig and Anchor, and they'll give this to you for $22 if you have the mug. So that's pretty cool. Oh my God. That might be one of the best Bloody Marys I've had on land or at sea. That is freaking amazing. Oh yeah, that is delicious. 5 out of 5. If you love Bloody Marys, don't miss the one back at Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse Brewhouse here on the Carnival Jubilee. That's phenomenal, and I haven't even started eating the bacon yet. Man, I asked for it spicy. It's actually spicy. So kudos to the bartender. She did awesome. But I'm gonna get to this because this is my mid-afternoon snack. All right, we're back at the scene of the crime, Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse here on a Carnival ship. And check it out, guys. We have pants on. So hopefully we won't get shamed. We got pants. So let's go eat. All right, we're seated here at Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse for dinner. We're super excited. Fahrenheit is one of our most favorite Carnival dining experiences, and every time we go on a cruise, we have to eat it at least one time. It is an extra pay restaurant, so for us it was $49 per person. That includes an appetizer, a main dish, a side, and a dessert. So not a bad deal for $49. It's classic American steakhouse fare. You're gonna get your prime cuts of beef, you're gonna get chicken, fish, lamb, and all of the sides and traditional starters that you would come to expect at a steakhouse. We're feeling extra fancy tonight, so we got bottled water and sparkling water from the bar, not tap water. So here we go. We're gonna have a great meal, you guys. Cheers with our waters. We can't wait to get started. And just so you know, a little behind the scenes, this is actually the 4th time that we're filming this introduction because Abed had to get the ISO on his camera just right because the lighting in here is crazy weird. So I've had time to rehearse this and I still messed it up. So but I can't wait to eat. We're hungry and we're gonna look at the menu and order.
Chris, you did great. So guys, give it a thumbs up, comment. Chris, you did amazing. We all mess up, including the videographer. Sometimes the settings get all messed up because of all these LED lights, but great job.
Ooh, we got an amuse-bouche from the chef, a Parmesan bonbon. It's Parmesan cheese inside of a puff pastry with a few sauces on the side. Let's dig in. It's a one-bite wonder, it looks like. Perfectly crispy and flaky phyllo dough, and that Parmesan cream inside, rich and decadent. That is delicious. What a great way to start off the meal. And who can say no to Parmesan cheese, am I right? The bread service is fantastic. They started us off with what looks to be almost reminiscent of a croissant. It's like a very flaky, buttery, spirally bread. Put a little butter on that. Delicious. Great way to start off the meal.
Different kind of martini boy. All right, so I got the jumbo shrimp cocktail. It came displayed in a martini glass, like presentation 5 out of 5. I don't know about you, but I'm a lemon on my shrimp kind of guy. Pinch the tail. Let's see if this is better than last night. Where did we eat last night?
Rudy.
Okay. Let's see if this was better than Rudy's. Rudy's was amazing. We ate somewhere else and I didn't care for the shrimp. Anyway. Oh yeah. This is definitely going to be better than main dining. Rudy's Seagro was great. You already know. The steakhouse, most steakhouses know how to handle a shrimp cocktail, and this is no different. This is 5 out of 5. Delicious, cooked perfectly, not chewy. And this cocktail sauce has the right amount of horseradish in it. So good.
All right, in honor of Gordon Ramsay, I got the risotto. The crab risotto that I had yesterday was really good at Rudy's. Let's try the risotto at the steakhouse. Plate's hot, so oh my god, that's amazing. Cooked perfectly, really buttery. There's a squeeze of lemon over the top, which gives it a nice citrusy balance. That is amazing. That is really good risotto. 5 out of 5. This is perfect. It's got some mushrooms in there. Fantastic starter. Gordon Ramsay would be proud. This is amazing. Yeah, our appetizers were fantastic. I'm excited about the main dishes that are coming out. A little filet mignon action. I got the filet mignon. Spoiler alert. And Abed got the chicken, which actually sounds really, really good. I know you're like, chicken, that's boring at a steakhouse. Well, that's all you can have.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, I recently had bariatric surgery. Stop talking about it already. Anyway, still on soft foods. And so I did have fish today. You probably saw it on the vlog already. But chicken is a protein that really sits well with me. Steak, beef in general is just a little too heavy. So I'm kind of easing my way into it. You don't want to just take all the meat at once. You want to kind of ease into it because it can just be too much to handle. So kind of sticking with poultry and seafood for the moment.
So good, so tender, so juicy. It's got a nice crust on the outside, well seasoned. 5 out of 5 for sure. Cooked a perfect medium rare. Let's dip it into the chimichurri sauce. That chimichurri sauce just adds that extra level to the flavor. And I think I prefer chimichurri over a béarnaise or a red wine demi-glace. Chimichurri sauce with steak. It's just the perfect pairing. 5 out of 5. This is amazing. I'm gonna dive in. So good.
All right, y'all. This is pretty much what I can eat. Like, I can't eat that, and I might get one more bite out of this, but that's pretty much it. which is fine. I had 2 shrimps and about half that chicken. And unless you're on a dietary restriction, I probably wouldn't order chicken. Go for the steaks, it is a steakhouse. But that being said, everything here is fabulous. For those of you that don't know, I'm currently on the soft food stage. I just had bariatric surgery in February of this year. We're here in April. And so I'm still in the soft foods. I've not yet been cleared of restrictions. Soft foods just means anything soft. It's definitely been a challenge on the cruise, but not too difficult. I think the hardest part is getting out of my own head about eating dessert or taking a bite of a dessert. Making sure to save like one of my 8 bites. I only have like 8 total bites, right? Maybe 9. I want to save one for maybe a bite of dessert. And just like figuring out, like, can I, should I, not feeling guilty about it? Because I've had moments where I've really felt guilty. But speaking of dessert, I ordered dessert. It does come with the meal, $49, like Chris said, starter, entree, and then dessert and a side. But I ordered the, let's call it the apple crisp thing. I don't know what this is called, but I'll put it up on the screen. And it has caramel and stuff. Part of me feels wasteful, like why did I order it? I know I'm not gonna eat it, but I am gonna have a bite, and maybe Chris will bite, and I might try a little bit of his, and I'm gonna try not to feel guilty about it. Comment down below, should I feel guilty? Maybe, but I'm just trying to live my life, yo.
Alright, I think Abed's doing great. One bite of a dessert is not gonna hurt anything, especially since he only has like 7 or 8 bites total per meal. So don't feel guilty, Abed, you got this. And of course I'm gonna be here to help you out. Anything you don't eat, I'll eat. Look at this presentation, it's gorgeous. There's the chocolate sphere. They poured, of course, the hot chocolate over it to melt the sphere and show the inside. Let's dive into it. Let's dive into the sphere. Do you see a common theme? We like bubbles, we like spheres, we like round things. We like balls, I guess? Let's dive in. That's so good. The chocolate shell is delicious. You get the warm chocolate sauce that they poured over it. There's a delicious chocolate cake inside. It's fudgy, it's delicious, it's cakey. This is an awesome dessert. Highly recommend the chocolate sphere. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. The only reason it's not a 5 out of 5 is a little messy to eat, but other than that, the taste is wonderful. All right, you guys, Abed's dessert is the winner. That apple tart, 5 out of 5. It's so good. Abed agrees, 5 out of 5. The warm apples, you can taste the real like cinnamoniness of them. They're tucked inside this flaky puff pastry with a cold ice cream on top. It's like an elevated apple pie hot pocket, and it is so good. That is a delicious dessert. Do not sleep on the apple tart. It's really real quick breakfast this morning. I got a made-to-order omelet, just cheese with cheddar and mozzarella. I got a couple breakfast sausages and some breakfast potatoes. Just something to get in my stomach before I head off the ship. We're going to an all-inclusive beach day, so should have plenty of food and drinks there. But just wanted to start off the day with some food. If you don't like the buffet scrambled eggs, you can always get fresh eggs fried to order or scrambled at the omelet station. Comment down below, does anybody else really like the pepper, their scrambled eggs? I like a lot of pepper on mine. You guys, that is so sweet. I was looking all over for Tabasco sauce for my eggs, and look what he brought me. He found some, so thank you very much. That made my breakfast that much better. That was so sweet.
All right, y'all, breakfast was good, quick and easy, just trying to get off the ship. They haven't made an announcement yet. It's past 8 a.m. and we were supposed to be cleared to get off at 8 a.m. That's okay, we're not really in a hurry. We're doing our own excursion. More on that in a second, and we'll tell you all about it. But for now, let's go up and see the view. I think I thought I saw the celebration, Carnival Celebration, which is the 2nd XL class and sister ship to the Jubilee at Mardi Gras. All right, we're walking through the Serenity area. We did see Carnival Celebrations here. Again, the 2nd XL class. It'd be really cool if Mardi Gras were here too, and then all 3 sisters would be here. Serenity is an adults only area. They've got essentially mattresses right here. Plenty of day beds. We'll have to come out here and explore once the ship is up and running, but you have to be 18 or older to hang out in this area. They've got a pool, all sorts of stuff. We'll go over it at another time.
The gangways today are on deck 3 midship and forward. And as a reminder, if you want to have a good time, make sure you stay on the ship's time.
All right, we're in port with the Carnival celebration and a Virgin ship. I'm not sure which one this is, if it's like the Scarlet Lady or I can't see the name, but it's gonna be a busy day in the port. There's 3 really big ships here. All right, here in Costa Maya, one thing to know is the pier is a pretty good walk. So if you have mobility issues, just be aware of that. But it's not a short hike. And then you have to go all the way through the port to get to the taxis. We'll show you that. But the pier itself, it's not as long as Cozumel, but it is pretty long. All right, we're in port right next to Virgin Voyages Valiant Lady. I said Scarlet Lady earlier. I was close. It's still a lady. All right, the water here in Costa Maya is absolutely gorgeous. It's a perfect shade of blue-green and crystal clear. And the waves are pretty good today. You can see little pelicans floating out on the waves, but this is gorgeous. Inside the Costa Maya cruise port, there's so much stuff to do. They have a free pool. They have an aviary tour that you can do. So much shopping, dining, and bars. And look, they have flamingos that just like live here, I guess. Yeah, right there. Oh my God, how appropriate. I didn't even plan this, you guys. This is just, look, we're brothers.
Oh, you woke him up.
We're brothers.
So cute.
Oh, he's going back to sleep. He said, I'm done. If you ever wondered how flamingos sleep, that's how, with their neck all twisted up. Just a word of advice, if you're looking for the taxis or the exit out of the cruise port, when you get off of the cruise ship and go down the pier and get into the port itself, just stick to the right-hand side and follow it all the way around. You'll get to the exit. Costa Maya is unique because the cruise port's kind of a maze. They make you go like sidewinding through the port, through all the different shops, which is cool, but if you're late for an excursion or you got to get somewhere quick, it can be kind of a hassle. If you don't want to do an excursion, totally cool. They have so many activities here for you to do inside of the cruise port. They have like a Vegas-style pool party that's going on. You can hear the music in the background. They have an aviary that you can tour. They have flamingos. They even have the dolphin experience. So they have quite a lot to do here outside of excursions. But just know it does get crowded. There are 3 really big ships here in port at the same time. So there's probably about 14,000 to 15,000 people in the small port of Costa Maya. All right, as soon as you exit the port, you have to walk through all the shops first, but once you exit, you'll get spit out right by the taxi stand. It's $4 per person for us to take a taxi over to 40 Cannons, which is the hotel that we're going to today. So not a bad deal, and everybody here has been super nice in directing us where to go. So don't be afraid to ask questions if you get lost.
Yeah, like Chris said, I know there's a lot of stuff online. People are always like so afraid to get off the ship. Get off the ship. People are so nice here in Mexico. This is actually our 2nd time here, but the first time we're doing any sort of excursion, and we'll go over the details throughout this video so you'll know exactly where we're going and how to book and what we paid. But yeah, we're really excited about this one. Because our group is a little larger, we're here with 6 people, we did have to exit outside of the port where they have larger taxis available to us. This way we could all stick together, but they did have taxis right outside of the exit.
All right, we made it to 40 Cannons, which is a hotel here on Mahogany, which is part of Costa Maya. It was a super easy cab ride over, $4 per person. It took about 15 minutes to get over here. It's beautiful. They have tons of beds for you to lay in. And the nice thing about 40 Cannons is they limit the capacity. So I think it's like maybe 50 people a day. So it's gonna be really, really quiet. The water looks amazing. And we paid for the all-inclusive package, which is about $90 per person. Comes with all you can drink alcohol, and you get 1 dish off of the menu for lunch. So it's not quite lunchtime yet, but I may have ordered a pina colada, who knows? We're at the beach, so that'll be coming in a minute. They give you a wristband. Everybody has been super nice and accommodating. Great service so far. So really excited to a relaxing beach day here in beautiful Mexico.
All right, y'all, the drink menu, they've got soft drinks, water, soda, what you would expect. They even got Shirley Temple and something called the Mickey Mouse. I'm gonna have to ask about that. Rum, vodka, tequila, cocktail specials. Here at 40 Cannons, they've got a full menu of everything you would expect from, you know, a resort here in Mexico. All right, the food menu, they got tacos, fajitas, nachos, burritos, quesadilla, shrimp. You know, they've got pretty much options for everyone. They even have burgers. So they're really accommodating here, and the package we got actually includes food and drinks, unlimited drinks, and then they will feed you lunch. Y'all, the sand here is super soft, not having any issues at the moment. This is nice. I think we got to get in the water. All right, I had to take off my shoes. Yeah, the sand, I can confirm, is soft. I wore tennis shoes today just because my feet were kind of hurting from yesterday, but oh my gosh. Absolutely amazing, y'all. Here's a close-up shot of the water, y'all. Like I said, this is bath water. You can see the bottom. You can even see some of the seaweed right there. This is absolutely beautiful. Way, way back in the distance, you can see our ships in the port, so we can see them from here. Just still pretty neat. Not as close as yesterday, but hey, you can still see our home for the next few nights. The hotel, y'all, is what we walked through, and that's on the other side. And then you do cross the street, and this is the beach, private beach for 40 Cannons. There was a lot of talk online of like being harassed and stuff, and like people trying to sell you stuff. I mean, we've had a couple, but overall, you know, we just said no thank you and they moved on. But I think maybe Crazy Lobster and some of the other beaches that are a little closer to the port and that may be a little busier may have more action, or, you know, more solicitors. But so far, it's been really quiet. Granted, we've only been here about 30 minutes. So we'll see how the rest of the day goes. We'll give you our final thoughts at the end. So if you're interested in booking this, we'll go over all the details. But yeah, we're really enjoying it so far. We ordered some drinks and just ready to get in the water and relax. And y'all, should you feel inclined, they've got massage chairs here, so you can book a massage. It is extra and does not come as part of the package, but there are plenty of people here that can help you. So there are several businesses and hotels. We're here at 40 Cannons, and there's kind of like this boardwalk area where you can actually get some shops. There are local vendors selling stuff. Again, I mean, I'm sure you could haggle. Some of the prices are pretty high, but this is the 40 Cannons, so they'll walk you across the street, and then you'll get one of these day beds. All right, y'all, it comes with these day beds. They're actually pretty firm but comfortable. And the nice thing is you can lounge out here in the shade. It's a little windy today, so please excuse that, but man, this is nice. Might take a nap. When you enter 40 Cannons and after you check in, they will walk you through across the street to the beach and like through the main area of the restaurant. But when you're here, you've got this beautiful space just full of lush greens, fountains, a lizard that's just like, you know, warming up. But yeah, they even have a little boutique here. So there's just a lot to do, and plenty of shops outside as well.
All right, I got my first drink of the day. Pina colada. Looks yummy. Let's try it. Not me almost drinking out of the popsicle stick. Oh, that's delicious. Tastes fresh. Not super duper alcoholic, which is good because you want to pace yourself. All right, this pina colada is getting a 4 out of 5 for me. It's fresh. It's delicious. You can taste the alcohol. Sometimes with these all-inclusive experiences, you worry about them watering the drinks down. This isn't the case yet. Or maybe they just start to taste watered down after you've had a few. But I'm just kidding. This is good. A great way to start out the day. Cheers, everyone.
All right, y'all, we are in the water now. Look at this. Chris is in here too. I mean, like I said, bath water. You could see my feet. Here's the beach area. It's just a gorgeous day. It is a little windy, but overall, really great. We've got some other people here having fun. All right, Chris, thoughts on 40 Cannons so far?
So far, so good. You got a nice private area of the beach. The water is crystal clear. You can see the cruise ships. Everyone seems to be having a really good time. So yeah, I definitely recommend this. Like I said, it was about 90 bucks per person, so not cheap, but it is all inclusive when you get a meal and you get all of the alcohol that you want. So with that being considered, it's not too bad of a deal. And yeah, you don't have to fight the crowds at the public beach. If you were to go to somewhere like Crazy Lobster or something, you have reserved chairs here that are shaded. Like, I'm happy. This is awesome.
Y'all, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. We love to do excursions, and when we do them, we'll give you our thoughts and our honest reviews, whether or not it's worth it. we paid for all of this. We always pay for our stuff. If we don't, we will acknowledge it in the video. We are cruising the Jubilee again, the exact same itinerary, so we'll be back in Costa Maya in August. So whether or not we do this again, I'm not sure. Maybe we'll highlight another excursion or another beach for you. If you guys want us to go do something, comment down below. If you've looked something up and you're really interested in what it's like, we'll go.
All right, the food was just average. I give it a 3 out of 5. Nothing special. We're not coming here for the culinary experience. Coming here just to hang out on the beach and have a great beach day. So all in all, it did its job and can't be mad at that. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Like I said, nothing special, but it wasn't bad.
All right, y'all, lunch was good. Like Chris said, it's an all-inclusive resort in Mexico. If you've been to one, you know what the food's gonna taste like. It's semi-Americanized. It was good. My fish didn't really have a lot of flavor. It was actually a little salty, but to be honest, being out here in the sun, I kind of needed that. So I'm kind of not mad at that. Overall, I give my grilled fish, I'd give it 2.5 out of 5. I wasn't expecting much, but I will say this. In terms of me getting my protein in, mission accomplished for the day. Now it kind of frees up my afternoon. It's almost noon here, so we're gonna like finish up eating and then head back into the water. The sun's out even more now. It's right above us. So far, this has been a great experience. We'll give you our final thoughts in the end. We've had a few more solicitors come by, so there's that. But again, they've been really nice. You just ask them to move on. Nothing that would deter us from maybe coming back here again. And honestly, nothing that we feel should deter you from maybe booking this when you come here to Costa Maya. You can also eat in the restaurant. Chris and I decided to just eat at the beach. But if you are interested, or if you just want more formal dining, like table service, then you can just go across the street from the beach to the hotel. They've got this big canopy, and then you can just eat, you know, just at a regular table.
Look who it is. It's Swingy McGee.
Hey, why not?
This water is nice.
When at 40 Cannons, you swing.
That's right.
I've been on a swing in a long time. Comment down below. The last time you swung. Not that kind. This is a family show.
Yeah, Ben, when was the last time you swung?
Hey. Well. So, did you find our friend Gordon Gecko?
I didn't see him. You must have scared him off.
Oh, whatever. All right, I think we're gonna head out, but let's head back onto the ship and just talk about this experience.
Yeah. So 40 Cannons is a hotel that is on kind of a boardwalk area here in Mahahual in Costa Maya. There's a couple other hotels and public beach areas all up and down this area with some vendors, shopping, and lots of stuff to do. So a couple restaurants. So if you ever just want to check out the local scene in Costa Maya, recommend coming to the boardwalk, kind of get out of the port and explore a little bit. This is really cool.
I will. Okay, final thoughts on Pez Cuadro. 2 thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
How was it?
Perfect.
Good.
Very nice. We enjoyed every minute.
The people are nice and everything is perfect.
You heard it here first.
So 40 Cannons is actually an excursion or beach club experience that we did separate from Carnival, so it wasn't through the cruise line. That is a little bit risky sometimes. You have to get yourself to and from that place and on time so the ship doesn't leave you. You know, the benefits of doing it through the cruise line is they take care of the transportation and won't leave without you. So make sure you know that before you book something outside of the cruise lines. But we did that. It was super easy to get to. Like I said, it was about a 10 to 15 minute cab ride, $4 per person. They had cabs waiting for us when we left as well, so we didn't have to call one. There were plenty of people willing to take us. Everyone was so nice. Everyone was super friendly. So don't be worried about going outside of the gates here at Costa Maya. Everything felt super safe, and like I said, everyone was really, really nice. So we had an amazing time. It was a great day at the beach, so relaxing. The water was phenomenal. It was nice and warm, clear, blue. We had drinks, we had food, we lounged. It was a great day. So highly recommend this, 40 Cannons. You have to book it through their website.
Yeah, y'all, and just like you would travel to any other foreign country, like any other country, Just be smart, you know, protect your valuables, you know, just keep them close by. But we travel with a lot of vlogging equipment. I'm holding this big Sony camera. Chris has got the 360. And we really never felt worried at all. Like, it was safe. It was a beautiful experience.
All right, this morning we only had 3 ships in dock, 2 Carnival ships and 1 Virgin Voyager ship. We came back to a 4th ship. Royal Caribbean's Voyager of the Seas has joined the party. So that makes 4 ships here in Costa Maya. Can't wait to see how many dock in Cozumel tomorrow.
Well, looky, back in the room, and who do we see?
Stingray. That's for Steve Irwin. Never forget.
Poor guy. All right, well, it was gonna happen anyway, but that's for Steve Irwin. You know what you did.
That's right. He knows. Or she knows. I don't know. R.I.P. Steve Irwin. All right, it's been a full 4 hours since we've eaten last, so you know we got to get something to snack on. We stopped by Street Eats here on the ship, and they had some good selections. We got some pulled pork tater tots, which look amazing. All right, so it's pulled pork butt over crispy tater tots, and it's got some onions and tomatoes and then some sauces on it. That looks fantastic. I'm a sucker for a good tater tot, and these look really good. Oh, wow. Those are fantastic. Tater tots are perfectly crispy. There's a little sweet Carolina barbecue sauce on it. That pulled pork is tender, fatty. That is really good. 5 out of 5 for the tater tots. These are so freaking good. Maybe it's just because I'm hungry, I don't know, but these are amazing. Also from Steam Dream, we got sesame chicken wontons, which are basically just dumplings with like a sweet chili sauce on top of those. All right, those are super filled with delicious chicken. That sesame sauce on top, sesame chili sauce on top is really good. A little bit of the spice, nothing too crazy though. These are awesome, 4 out of 5. These are great, and they give you 3. And then Abed got some beef bulgogi.
They were serving bulgogi and rice. Since I can't have rice right now, I just decided to get the beef. And, you know, I've been slowly integrating beef back into my diet, but this is so good. 5 out of 5. The flavor here is perfect. I kind of wish I had the rice and the kimchi on top. That would make this truly perfect. But again, you know, there's some restrictions I'm dealing with. But if you're coming on Carnival, Street Eats, at least when we're in Costa Maya, is a hit.
Hey, what's up? I'm just chilling back here on the Serenity deck, or should I say up here because it's on the front of the ship. But the Serenity deck is the adults only area on the Carnival Jubilee, on any Carnival ship really. And I have to say the Serenity deck here on the Jubilee is huge. It wraps around the entire front of the ship. So you get some awesome views off the front of the ship, or the bow of the ship, sorry. You get some awesome views off the bow, and of course it's kind of breezy, it's kind of windy up here, but there's tons of seating, so many loungers in the shade or in the sun if you want a sun. They have day beds, they have clamshells, they have like full-on mattresses. So I wonder if anybody sleeps up here. Maybe. Serenity Deck is just an awesome, quiet area. They don't like blast music up here. They just play calm, relaxing music. And yeah, it's a good place to just come and chill out and vibe. You just want to relax and watch the ocean. So highly recommend coming here. Bed and I have definitely spent some time chilling out up here on Serenity, and that's what we're doing before dinner tonight at Cucina del Capitano, the Italian restaurant. So we're gonna continue just kind of resting and relaxing here, and then we'll see you at dinner time. All right, we're going to Cucina del Capitano. Had to get an espresso martini for a pre-dinner cocktail. And where else would I get it other than the Marina Bar? They make the best espresso martini here. Look how beautiful this is. It's amazing. Insert B-roll there. And the bartenders here are so good. Katie is fantastic. She remembered that I like my martinis in a martini glass because a lot of people like them in carry-around glass. So she makes sure to get that for me. I didn't even have to tell her. They remember that stuff about you, which is really cool. Every single bartender on this ship is amazing. And Carnival, we've never had a bad bartending experience, so shout out to all the bartenders on every ship. You guys kill it.
All right, we're here at Cucina del Capitano, which is the Italian restaurant on Carnival ships. Currently, Cucina is complimentary during the inaugural season. Not sure if that'll continue afterwards, but since this is the inaugural season of Carnival Jubilee, it is complimentary. So the menu is standard Italian American. We'll put the menu on the screen so you can see it. Pause the screen if you need to. So we're really excited. Tonight, again, it's included dining, so everything we're eating here is included. So you get a starter, an entree, and a dessert, and it's all included with your cruise fare, which is really cool. I'll put the price on the screen of how much it normally costs if you were to go to Cucina del Capitano on a ship that charges, because this is traditionally specialty dining.
Ordering here at Cucina del Capitano works exactly the same as the main dining room. So you can order as many appetizers as you want. You can order up to 2 entrees. You can order as many sides as you want and as many desserts as you want. So the only thing you're limited on is the main entrees. But you can order up to 2. Like I said, same rules as the MDR apply here at Cucina del Capitano. And likely the same rules apply at Shebang, but we'll find out on day 7.
All right, so like we said, Cucina del Capitano on the Excel class during inaugural season is complimentary. We'll have to look up if that's still the case on Mardi Gras and the celebration. There are people that say that when you are paying, when it's specialty, the quality and the food is better. Well, we're gonna find out tonight. Now, we have dined at Cucina del Capitano before, and we've paid when it's specialty, and it was fabulous. We absolutely loved it. There's a reason why we're back. So it'll be interesting to see if it's changed, especially with the fact that you can just order so much food.
Conspiracy theorist much? I'm just kidding. No, that's right. On the Mardi Gras, it was just okay. But on all the other cruises that we've gone on where you have to pay for it, it's been really good. So maybe the Mardi Gras was just a fluke, and this will be good. We'll find out.
Well, there's a lot wrong with the Mardi Gras. Chris and I didn't really have the best experience on there. Jubilee, though, has been fantastic. Not sure if it was because we were leaving out of Florida for the first time. Maybe we were tired. I don't know. Something was off. The vibes were off. We're not in a rush to go back on the Mardi Gras, but so far, Jubilee's been great.
All right, so we've got a lovely 2021 Pinot Noir from California with the meal. Compliments of the casino and a bed's aunt. Thank you. Actually really good. The breading is super light and crunchy. The rice on the inside is delicious and soft. I'd say the marinara sauce is actually the weakest part of this dish. It's a little sweet. Other than that, this is really good. And it might need a little touch of salt. 3.5 out of 5. It's not bad. It almost has more of a sausagey consistency than a meatball, which is interesting. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. When I get a meatball, I expect it to be much softer. Take that for what it is. Not bad, though. I got the chicken parm. It's a little weird because it didn't come with any pasta, but it's just the chicken. It's literally just the chicken parmesan. The breading is really nice, light and crispy. The chicken is tender and juicy. Okay, the one thing that it needs is salt. The sauce, the red sauce that comes with it is a little bit on the runnier side. Overall taste is pretty good. I'll give it 3.5 out of 5. It's not the best chicken parm I've ever had. It's certainly not the worst.
So I ordered the pork chop for my entree, and I gotta say, I'm gonna give that a 4 out of 5. It was really good. It wasn't the best pork chop I've ever had, but it wasn't dry either. Like it's close, but not quite there. The sauce was really good. At one point, I ended up pouring the sauce all over because I just got tired of dunking. That's how good the sauce is.
Apple crostata is what I got for dessert. That gets a 2 out of 5. It's like super dry. Also, the apples aren't warm, so it's all kind of cold. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. The flavor isn't horrible. It's just dry. And especially after what we got at Fahrenheit 555 last night with that apple dessert, this doesn't even compare. Maybe order the tiramisu when you come to Cucina del Capitano. Don't order the apple crostata. All right, final verdict of Cucina del Capitano. Let me put my tinfoil hat on because I think Abed's conspiracy theory may have been right. So 2 for 2 so far with this being a free experience or included dining, the Mardi Gras and now the Jubilee. And the food was just kind of okay. On all of the other ships that we've gone on with Carnival where you have to pay for this restaurant, the food has been like head and shoulders above where it was tonight, and on the Mardi Gras just was a lot better. So who knows, maybe that's for a reason, I don't know. But if you're having the same experiences, comment down below. And if you've never sailed Carnival, maybe you've sailed Royal, I would equate it to them taking away Jamie's Italian and putting in Giovanni's. From what I've heard, it's not as good. I've never eaten at Jamie's Italian, and I want to because I heard it's amazing. But a lot of Royal fans that I know said that Giovanni's is a downgrade. So I kind of feel like this is the same. Cucina del Capitano on the big XL class ships where it's included dining just doesn't measure up to the paid extra cost dining on the smaller ships. All right.
All right, y'all, good morning from Cozumel, Mexico. We are so excited. As you could tell, Not sure if you can see, we are currently turning and docking here in Cozumel. We've got something special today. We've never been to Paradise Beach, so we're going to give you our unfiltered, honest review like we always do. We're just really excited. We've heard a lot of great things about Paradise Beach. We've only ever done Nachicocom in terms of private beaches. We have done a few excursions through Carnival. This one is not through Carnival. We actually booked this one ourselves. While we dock, let's go grab some breakfast before we disembark. Well, look who decided to join us.
What's up? I had to get my hat. I had to bring somebody else's hat.
It's Explorer Chris.
We're here at Cozumel. Sorry, Cozumel. Cozumel.
Get it right. So we've got Voyager right over there that...
Yeah, we were docked with them in Costa Maya.
Yeah, there's another ship coming straight ahead. I don't know if y'all could see that. Coming straight at us. And another Carnival ship. Could be the Celebration again.
Could be they're following us around, or are we following them around?
I don't know. It's kind of interesting that yesterday Costa Maya was the first time that the two sister ships were together.
Yeah, for the first time. It's the first time the Jubilee's been in port with a ship as big as her. So, very cool. The Jubilee just started sailing, so that's cool to be hitting that milestone now. So, all right, for breakfast, I went to the Blue Iguana Cantina. Typically, they have burritos and tacos for lunch, but they are open for breakfast, and they do breakfast burritos. But they also do huevos rancheros, which is what I got. Come on a corn tortilla, chicken, refried beans, and grilled vegetables like grilled onions, and a fried egg on top. And I added some habanero salsa from the salsa bar. They have a fresh salsa bar where you can put like cilantro, lime, all different kinds of hot sauces and fresh salsas on it. So I like the spicy one. I got habanero. Great sunny side up egg. You saw the egg run. Let's dive in. That's good. Corn tortilla shell. You got the nice runny egg that creates kind of a little sauce on top with the hot sauce. You got some chicken on there as well for some protein. This is a 5 out of 5 breakfast, you guys. Much better than the buffet.
Very good morning, Carnival Jubilee, and welcome to Cozumel.
And just like that, we're off the ship, walking the extremely long pier to Port of Cozumel, or I guess we're on the port already. So just FYI, if you've not been here before, they do have pedicabs, but they don't really have trams, so you're kind of on your own, which kind of sucks, but keep that in mind. So it looks like we've got 4 ships at port right now, 2 Royal and 2 Carnival. So Royal actually docks at Cozumel at the International Cruise Terminal. So they're the 2 ships. They actually have a Margaritaville on their side, but we've got Senior Frogs on the Carnival side, so I guess you could pick and choose and see which one you prefer the most. Not really. I guess it depends on your cruise ship, whichever cruise line you're going.
And you can pick and choose to walk over to the other terminals.
Yeah, I guess you could walk over to the other terminal, but why would you do that?
All right, we're here in Cozumel, one of the larger cruise ports here in Mexico. There's 4 ships in port with us right now, and there's probably going to be a 5th or a 6th when we come back out. We're headed to Paradise Beach, so we have to grab a cab. The shops are easy to navigate, and they're basically just kind of arranged in a grid pattern. And the exits are easy to locate. There's lots of signs, so just follow the signs to the exit. There's some dogs barking or something, and grab a cab and take it to Paradise Beach. It's just a short drive from the cruise terminal.
All right, y'all, Paradise Beach here in Cozumel. As you can see, the beach area is actually fairly clean. There's a little bit of seaweed right there, but further down, it's pretty clean, and they're doing the best they can. But so far, the water seems pretty great. The pool is heated, which is nice, and they've got a bunch of inflatable toys, but I believe you have to pay extra. We'll have to look that up. But right now, just walking on this pier to get some views of the different boats passing by and the entire beach. So far, this is really gorgeous. We'll let you know our full thoughts at the end, whether or not it was worth it. It was $60 per person. But yeah, this is the second sort of private beach that we've done in sort of non-cruise excursion. So it'll be interesting to see how it compares to Nachicocom, which we've done in the past. One thing to note, that the pool is heated, and we'll talk more about that a little later. I'm sure we're gonna end up in the pool. Comment down below, are you a beach or are you pool? For me, I do like the beach kind of in the morning, and then by the afternoon or before I leave, I like to head on over to the pool. That's just kind of my style. Just like to finish in the pool, because then you're closer to the facilities, you could kind of rinse off, maybe use the restroom, whatever, and then just get a taxi and go home. Not sure what we're gonna do today. The family, that I'm here with my parents, kind of like a family reunion type trip, and they love the beach. Growing up in Lebanon, they went to the beach like every day in the summer. My dad used to go every single day at 8 a.m. So the beach is very nostalgic for them. They live just a few feet from the beach, you know, their entire lives. So this means a lot to them every time we cruise and every time we go and do a beach excursion. So it's really fun to see, you know, their faces light up and just how much fun they have in the water.
All right, so we're here at Paradise Beach, and it did cost about $60 per person for this experience. You get your wristband, and this comes with house alcohol. So like whatever their house alcohol is, if you want mixed drinks, as well as beer. If you want to upgrade to a top shelf where you can get things like Don Julio, Tito's, Belvedere, the higher end liquors, that's going to be an extra $30 per person. So just keep that in mind if you want to upgrade. And food is included. You order off the menu. They have a taco truck here. Looks like they have a lot of really great amenities so far. And you can add, for $15 per person, you can add what they call a fun pass, which gets you access to like the kayak and paddleboard rentals and that like little adventure park inflatable area out in the water. So a little bit of extra cost if you want to do more things, but overall it's a super clean beach, tons of seating, lots of umbrellas. They have a pool. It looks really good. Let's go explore. So here at Paradise Beach, they have a bar area as well as a seating area if you want to eat under some cover. They will bring your food and drinks to your beach chair though. Yeah, there's a really cool, like almost like a little nature trail that comes off of the pool and wraps around. It's just kind of like you're walking through a jungle. It's really pretty. And yeah, there's just random parrots.
Yeah, just really enjoying it so far. We've just really been exploring. There's still more to see. And then we got to get in the water. I'm a little hot. Got to hydrate a little bit. Lunch isn't until later. Lunch is included, so excited to see what they offer. Typically with excursions like this or beach days, it's your typical hamburger, hot dog, chicken taco type thing, maybe a quesadilla. So they do have a taco truck, so we're gonna check that out as well. So we had an option between pool or beach, since we do have a reserved chair. So when you book here, you do have a chair here. We opted for the beach. Again, my family loves the beach. We love the beach. You actually have a choice.
Yeah, and you can go in between the two. So if you are done with the beach and you want to come back up to the pool, you can just move your stuff back up here. And the pool is heated. There's a swim up bar. And it looks really nice. So we're definitely going to be back here later on for sure.
Awesome. Here's the food truck right here. It's really a taco truck.
Yeah, the taco truck is included as part of the price of Paradise Beach. So if you don't like anything that you see on the menu, you can order from the taco truck. I'm excited. I'm definitely getting tacos. You know that I like tacos.
All right, Chris, we've explored a little bit. I think it's time for water.
Let's get in the water, you guys. I'm ready. Chair's good. These are comfortable. We're in the shade. This is nice. We got a nice breeze. I'm not mad at this. So as the sun kind of goes over us, we'll still be shaded. This is awesome, especially because I have a wicked sunburn on my back. So yeah.
We just found out that Wi-Fi is included. It's kind of nice, and I have to pay extra. The other ports we've been to and the other sort of excursions we've done, Wi-Fi was not included. So it's kind of nice to see. They do have lockers here, which is nice. You do have to rent them in the pharmacy. It is an extra charge, but that's fine. We're just gonna put up the big cam for now, just because honestly, we're gonna switch to iPhone just because that's waterproof and this big camera is definitely not. So yeah, we'll let you know how much it costs in a second.
All right, time to put up the cameras in the lockers and go enjoy the beach. We're switching to the iPhone, so apologies in advance for the audio issues we're gonna have. Bye. So the lockers are $24 to rent for the day, but if you return the key back to them, you get $20 back. So it's essentially just $4. Just keep track of the key.
Yeah, yo, and this is the key, and it definitely feels like you could lose it. But they do give you a little strap. You could probably put it around your wrist. I don't think I'm planning on losing this in the ocean. You know, that would be terrible, but not really. $20, you know, for a deposit isn't like the end of the world. But anyway, that's how small it is if you're wondering. All right, Chris, let's go have fun now, finally.
Let's do it. 2 hours later, we're done vlogging, kind of. We're done professionally vlogging, right? Let's go have fun.
Yeah, yo, that's something that we don't always talk about. A lot of vloggers don't talk about it, but when you do stuff like this, especially when you're traveling and you're documenting your travels or recesses, you do spend a lot of time getting B-roll, just like different shots. This is all for you, to show you everything that goes on here. It does take time, but we actually really love it. Oddly enough, even when we're arguing about what shots to take or whatever, we're still having a good time in the end, because these are memories for us, and hopefully you find it informative. All right, y'all, I gotta take my shoes off because it's time to earth. You know, it's good. Oh yeah, look at that. Be one with the earth. Chris is earthing right now.
Yeah, I'm putting on sunscreen. Don't forget to put on sunscreen. We burn easy out here, so SPF 100 to the win. I look all oily and shiny now. Rub it in, make sure it's all good before we get out there into the sun.
Definitely rub it in, and being oily isn't that bad.
That's right.
All right, y'all, fam said there's some rocks here, just to be careful. It doesn't feel too bad. I think it's more shells than anything. I can definitely feel something a little more rocky. It's not too bad. Okay, yeah, I am standing on a rock, but just keep that in mind. You may want water shoes, but honestly, I'm barefoot. It's not that bad. Could be worse. We've definitely gotten into worse, but yeah, actually, this isn't bad at all. Chris, come on. It is not cold.
It is.
Come on. You got this.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
All right.
Come on.
Cool, they have so many toys out here.
Are you really that cold?
It's cold.
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, we'll try the pool in a second, but you just did a cold plunge, and then we'll go to over there.
Yeah. All right. Ah. All right. Holy cow. Okay. All right. It's not bad once you get it. The water's nice. It's clear. You know, I wish the beach area were a little larger, but that's fine. This is enough for everyone. And the pool is plenty big. Abed's right. There are some rocks at the bottom, so just be careful. Abed, just get in. That's what she said, or he said.
I hate that question. Okay. Oh, yeah. There's definitely a current. I don't know if it's coming from the boat, but it is pulling me this way. Like, I'm having to work out. I didn't come here to work out.
All right. Are we done with the ocean yet?
5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
All right. You know I'm a pool boy.
I know you're a pool boy.
All right.
What does that mean?
I like the pool.
Just go with it.
All right. It's flowing this way. It's strong.
Yeah, I think it's time for the pool.
All right. So if you don't want to be on the side of the beach that has all of the activities and the toys out in the water, they do have this entire other side on the other side of the dock that is much more wide open, and there are no toys. Pro tip, if you don't want to be in the water with all the activities, go to the left side of the pier. Not only is Paradise Beach great if you want to go to the ocean, but they also have the largest heated pool in all of Cozumel, which is a cool fun fact. Let's go check it out. Now this is what I'm talking about. Nice pool. It's clean, it's warm, it's heated, and I'm gonna be here all day. We went to the ocean, okay?
It counts.
It counts.
All right, we found this really cool ledge here where we can just kind of sit. And I brought my water with my Mio. How great is this, right? Am I right? Comment down below. Again, are you pool or beach? We tried the beach, it counts. We're gonna probably go back later. Just hoping that riptide or whatever goes away, because it was really dragging us. And I'm not here for a workout, you know? I'm here for a good time. All right, we're trying it again. We had a great time in the pool. Now we're gonna go back into the beach area, into the ocean, give it a shot. It looks like it's calmed down. That giant ship has gone, or that boat. So let's get back in there. Oh, you can see the fishies. All right, it's not so bad. It's not so rocky over here. How's the water now?
Not as cold. There's a lot of toys out in the water, so FYI. Keep your head on a swivel. But they look kind of neat. Honestly, do we want to do those?
I'll be honest, they're kind of annoying because they literally take up almost every, part of the beach. I mean, there's still plenty of space to swim, and it's definitely a lot deeper out here, but yeah, you kind of have to go in between if you just kind of want to chill with a drink. So I think they could probably reduce some of these.
They're here to make money, so
that's fair.
This isn't like a private excursion or anything. It's more of an accessible beach day for any of the cruises that are here, and there's 6 ships in port, so I think it's cool they have the option. But yeah, like you said, You kind of have to navigate your way around these like giant inflatables if you're out further in the water like we are.
Hey Chris, can you find seashells by the seashore?
Yep, especially if you're Sally or Susie and you're searching for them.
What about Sam?
Sam too.
We're gonna order some lunch. They've got appetizers like shrimp cocktail, chicken fingers, chips and salsa. They've got burgers, sandwiches. There's a taco truck, which we mentioned earlier. You can order burritos, salads, seafood, fajitas. They even have pizzas.
All right, if you watched our Austin taco video, you know that we love tacos. These are 2-biter Mexican street tacos. I got the spicy garlic shrimp. Comes with about 4 shrimp per taco and a huge hunk of avocado, which is really good. There's a little spice to it, and they're on fresh corn tortillas. Gotta give these a 4 out of 5, honestly. These tacos are hitting. These are good.
I ordered the Mexican pork tacos, which comes with marinated pork, avocado, radish, cabbage, and cilantro. Honestly, 3 out of 5. They were just okay. Our entrees arrived. I ordered the quesadilla and Chris ordered the classic hamburger with cheese. The classic hamburger with cheese is exactly that. Beef, lettuce, tomato, red onion, pickles with cheese.
Burger is your standard burger. Nothing special, but it's pretty good. Gotta give it a 3.5 out of 5.
I got the chicken quesadilla, which comes on a flour tortilla with cheese and chicken, sour cream, guacamole, Mexican salsa on the side, and some refried beans. Gotta say, it was pretty average. The guacamole is amazing. Overall, I give it 3 out of 5. For the record, y'all, we waited the required or recommended 15 minutes before we got into the pool. That's the rule, right?
I mean, you're definitely lying. We just went straight from the chairs over here after we finished eating. What are you talking about?
Thanks for calling me out, bruh.
You know, luckily, if we do get stomach cramps, we can just stand up. Just wanted to shout out the service here at Paradise Beach. We've been really, really impressed with the level of service that we've gotten. From the moment we walked in, everybody's been super nice and super attentive. You know, sometimes when you go to an all-inclusive, because it's unlimited, the time in between drinks or entrees that you order is really, really long because they're trying to just stretch it out. I am not lying when I tell you every time we've gone back to our chair, it hasn't been but 5 minutes until a waiter or waitress walks by and takes an order for us. They're always walking around, checking on folks. Even at the pool, there's like 3 or 4 wait staff just walking around, getting people's orders and running them back and forth from the kitchens to the pool or to the chairs by the beach. They're on their game and you don't wait for anything here. So very, very impressed. Make sure you leave a tip for the wait staff before you leave Paradise Beach. It's not included with the price of your ticket, so show your gratuity for their really hard work because they've been busting their butt and they've been doing an awesome job.
Hi!
Cozumel has some of the consistently bluest, prettiest water that I've seen. It's just this like rich cerulean. It's so gorgeous. And today is no exception. Look at this water, it's awesome.
All right, what animal awaits us today? This is a lobster. Oh, and you're my lobster. Is that right?
Aw, you're my lobster. That's cute. We're back on the ship, clearly. And that's such a cute lobster tail animal. But it's time to shower, because I am sweaty and sandy and salty and gross. So let's shower and then let's see what the night has to offer. So for our pre-dinner cocktail tonight, I got the smoked Boulevardier from Guy's Pig and Anchor. Presentation, 5 out of 5, so good. They smoke rosemary in a little cloche, and then of course let it steep, and then they reveal it dramatically and swirl the smoke around. It's great. It smells amazing because the rosemary, it's made with buffalo juice, real buffalo juice, so Buffalo Trace bourbon. Let's give it a taste where I don't stick the rosemary in my nose. All right, here we go. 5 out of 5 drink. You get the aromatics of the smoke and the rosemary, the sweetness from the bourbon and the Campari, but it's clean and it doesn't burn at all. This is an amazingly balanced drink. Like I said, 5 out of 5. This is maybe my favorite cocktail of the trip so far. I don't know. So this is a really good one. Cheers, you guys. Guess where we are for dinner tonight? We're back at Emerald's Bistro 717 for dinner this time. We showed you breakfast already, and now it's time for the dinner stuffs. The menu is great. There's so many awesome options that are Cajun inspired as well as non-Cajun inspired dishes, but you know, it's Emerald's. We got to get that New Orleans flavor. So we got tons of food. This place is rather inexpensive considering that it's a premium dining option. It's extra pay. I'll let you know that everything that we ordered came out to about $46. So not too bad when you see how much food we got. And I'm excited. We loved Emerald's on the Mardi Gras, and we can't wait to see if it's just as good here on the Jubilee. Another unique thing about Emerald's Bistro here on the Carnival Jubilee is they have a fresh seafood market. So they have all kinds of offerings that you can get at market price. They have crawfish, shrimp, all sorts of stuff. So if you don't want what's on the menu and you want to get some traditional seafood, you can get that here at the seafood market, just at market price.
It appears like there's some things on this menu that weren't on the Mardi Gras, but we did a full review on that back when we sailed on the Carnival Mardi Gras. That video is really interesting because we definitely were feeling really good by the end of it. Lots of food, lots of great drinks, and great company. We'll link all of our Carnival Cruise vlogs in a playlist at the end and down in the description so you can catch that.
Yeah, we'll link them, but please don't judge us. They were early on and we've learned a lot and we're continuing to learn how to vlog. We're ever growing, okay? We're continuously learning and I think we've gotten better. Hopefully.
All right, y'all, I'm a huge fan of Emeril Lagasse. It's very nostalgic for me. He is in particular. I grew up watching Food TV, Food Network back when it first launched, and I just love cooking and I love watching food TV, at least back then. Now everything is like a competition. There's no cooking. If you want to learn how to cook or get really good cooking content, you got to go to social media like YouTube. YouTube has some of the best, and even TikTok, to be honest. But Emeril Lagasse's special place in my heart, and every restaurant that I've eaten at where he's the chef or influenced the menu has just been spectacular. Comment down below. Have you had a bad meal at any Emeril restaurant?
Okay, so stuff comes out here at Emerald's as it's ready. So even if you order appetizers and mains, if the main is ready before the appetizers, they're gonna bring it out because it needs to be fresh, which I appreciate. So we got the 15 napkin roast beef po' boy. Any of you that know NOLA know that po' boys are a big deal. And not only is it just fried seafood, but the roast beef po' boys in particular are so good. They're our favorite. So we had to get the roast beef here on the Jubilee and see if it lives up. 15 napkins may not be enough for this thing. It is juicy, it's dripping everywhere. The cheese is super melty. That roast beef is juicy, tender. It falls apart, it melts in your mouth. And of course it's fully dressed, so it comes with lettuce, tomato, mayo. This is delicious, and it comes with a side of au jus. This is a messy sandwich, you guys. And that French bread, just as good as you would get in New Orleans. It is flaky, it's crunchy on the outside, it's soft on the inside. It is delicious, 5 out of 5 for this sandwich. Oh my God, it's amazing. And for the price, not that bad at all.
All right, y'all, the roast beef po' boy at Emerald's Bistro 717 is, in fact, a 5 out of 5. Random Recess recommend 100%. If you're coming on the Jubilee, and if this is available on the other XL class, Carnival Celebration, or Mardi Gras, yeah, you gotta get this.
Thank you. We also got charbroiled oysters. So this is one of our favorite dishes whenever we go to New Orleans. We have to get charbroiled oysters. Shout out to Drago's and Acme Oyster House. They're both good there. But these look really, really good, especially for on a cruise ship. They look cheesy, they look delicious, and they're pretty big oysters too, so look at that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. Scoop it on out of the shell. They gave us some crusty bread, so I'm just gonna eat it. For those of you that don't like oysters or think you don't like oysters, highly recommend you get them charbroiled. That crispy cheese layer on top is delicious, adds a little bit of a crunch factor. There's a sauce in the bottom of the shell from the juice from the oyster with the garlicky butter and the oyster itself, super tender and a little bit briny. That is an awesome oyster. That's a 5 out of 5. That is delicious. We're gonna scarf these down. And comes with some crusty French bread as well for you to put the oyster on top of and eat like that as well. So however you like to eat it, I just like to scoop it out of the shell and eat it like that. But these are delicious.
All right, y'all, we had to get the red beans and rice. Red beans and rice at Emerald's is always a hit. Comment down below, do you love rice as much as we do? And rice and beans is just perfect. Y'all, honestly, for the portion alone, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. This is very well seasoned. The red beans are cooked perfectly. There's so much flavor coming from the sausage, and there's chicken in here. This is just comfort food at its best, 5 out of 5. If you're coming to Emerald's, red beans and rice. It's absolutely delicious.
That is absolutely correct. The red beans and rice is a winner, 5 out of 5. That portion is only $3. Yeah, $3 for all of that food. It is so well seasoned. The rice is cooked perfectly. It's just it's comfort food at its best. That is really, really good. Stick to your ribs. That was delicious. And we have one more dish to go before dessert. Last but certainly not least, we got some meat pies. They look delicious, perfectly fried. Now, the name of these got us in a lot of trouble the last time we tried these on the Mardi Gras. Apologies to all of our Louisiana natives and Louisiana lovers out there. We pronounced it nachitochis, and I'm sure like that's nails on a chalkboard to you guys. Apologies from Random Recess. We are so sorry. These are actually called Natchitoches. Did I do that right? Natchitoches. Natchitoches meat pies. I'm sorry if that's not correct, but I think it's closer. It's definitely closer than nachitochis. So, Natchitoches meat pies, and it comes with a Cajun aioli. All right. As you can see, it's definitely filled with a lot of seasoned meat. This looks great. Let's get some dippage in there. Oh my God. It doesn't even need the aioli, but the aioli helps it. This is a 5 out of 5 either way. They're perfectly fried and crispy. That meat is seasoned to perfection on the inside and is super juicy and tender. Oh, they're so good. They're just little meat pies, little hand meat pies, little meat dumplings, if you will. These are awesome. Don't miss these. The Natchitoches meat pies. Thank you. We can't come to Emerald's and not get the beignets. They are just as hot as when they came out at breakfast time. These look amazing as always, very consistently good. And one thing that I like about these beignets is that they're just not like mounded with powdered sugar. That is good, but it does make it difficult to eat and very messy. I like that there's a manageable amount of powdered sugar on here. So you still get the sweetness and it melts over the warm dough, but you don't make a huge mess, right? You just make a little mess. So I appreciate that. Guys, do I have anything on my face? That's how you know you're eating a good one, is when you get powdered sugar everywhere. Y'all, when I say that these are airy and light on the inside, look at that. It's like a cave of wonders. It's not dense at all. These things are so light and pillowy. Amazing. Easy 5 out of 5. Come on. They literally melt in your mouth.
And y'all, we understand this is an extra pay restaurant. It is a little cheaper, honestly, than food these days at restaurants on land. But I gotta say, give it a chance. So many people don't eat here, and understanding you paid for your cruise and it comes with so much free food. And Carnival's great about having the free food, but if you can try at least one thing here, maybe even a dessert, maybe the beignets with coffee, you are going to love them. Especially if you've never been to New Orleans and had like real beignets. What you're getting in the theme parks, that's not a beignet. Sorry. Like, it's close, but this is so pillowy and delicious. 5 out of 5.
The one exception being Beignet Express, or whatever it's called, in downtown Disney at Disneyland. They actually used to use Café du Monde beignet mix, and now they use their own beignet mix, but those beignets are good. But even that being said, these are better. These are better than those. This is the Havana Bar, and it's located on Deck 8 forward. This is a happen in place every single night. They have live music. They play a lot of Latin-inspired music, and they have a live band and really good singers. We walk past this every single day to get to our room. It's also one of the most popular bars on the ship. And like we said before, they have an espresso machine, so they serve specialty coffees as well. So you don't have to wait in the line down to Java Blue if you don't want to. So keep that in mind if you're near the Havana Bar and you want a coffee. But this place is awesome. Look at the decorations. It's really cool. The interior design is great. It just has a great feel to it and a unique vibe that you can't find anywhere else on the ship. All right, so the Havana Bar inside is actually available to anyone on the ship. The exclusive part is on the outside, where you have to have a wristband or be booked inside a Havana stateroom to access it. Luckily we are. So you have to badge in with your Sail Inside card to access the outside portion. Let's go check it out. All right, the outside Havana Bar is exclusive to the Havana stateroom guests. The inside part of the bar is available to anyone. Only Havana stateroom guests can come to the outside part of the bar and enjoy it in the Havana outside area.
Another exclusive perk for Havana stateroom guests is the use of the Havana pool. Unlike the Vista class that have hot tubs and a pool, the Excel class only has the one pool. The pool itself overlooks the ocean for some amazing views, but is not heated and can be very cold. This is a downside, but wasn't the end of the world. All right, Chris, we're in it now. It's not too bad.
It's not horrible. You get used to it. It is very cold. And I almost wish that they would have just turned this into a giant hot tub, but I don't know. It's a pool, so it's not a hot tub, but it's very pretty out here, right? Like you're just kind of out towards the front of the ship and looking back towards the back of the ship, you just see the ocean. There's the glass pane against the side. So, oh, it's very pretty. It is just, it's a little chilly. That's why there's no one in here, but you get used to it. You get in here and you get used to it. Just don't move around, and you'll be fine. And don't go underwater.
Abed, you look so comfortable.
Oh, hey everyone. Chris is right, you acclimate, but I don't want my elbows in there yet.
You can put your arms down. You can do it. You can do it.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah, it's so great. It's so much fun. But look at the view.
My arms are hot.
Look at the view. It's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So relaxing.
You know, you pay extra for Havana room, whatever, and like this really should have been a hot tub.
But enjoy. It's a pool.
Going in. Elbows going in.
Okay. Yeah, we're good. You're good. It's not bad.
I could cut glass.
He's exaggerating, y'all.
Where are you going? Are you you had it?
Just trying to keep warm.
He's doing laps, y'all, because it's hot. I mean, the water's cold. It's hot above the water.
But it is cool because, like, right here, you're over the water. You're not over the ship.
Yeah. Let's go take a look. Yeah, he's right. I don't want to call it an infinity because it's not quite, but to Chris's point, right above here is the ocean.
It's pretty nice. On a hot summer day, this would be amazing.
This would be perfect. Maybe that's by design.
But it's not like super hot outside, and so the water is pretty cold, but I could see this being a super relaxing area, and there's no one's out here, so it is kind of private. So for it being a completely sold out ship, the Havana area probably has, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 people in it right now, including Abed and myself. And so it's nice and quiet. You get your own dedicated bar, you get your own set of loungers in the sun, you get this pool. So I don't know, like maybe if it gets warmer, if this becomes more of a hustle and bustle area, but right now, like if you like calm and you like quiet and you like peaceful, like no crowds, this is amazing. This is actually super nice. You don't have to fight over the lounge chairs. You don't have to fight over pools or bars. You have that all right here.
Another really nice aspect of some of the Havana staterooms are the balconies. So if you book a balcony Havana stateroom, you get these lovely private balconies that overlook the ocean. And it's cool because they're a little bit larger than traditional balconies. They butt up to a walkway, so you can go straight from the walkway into your room. And they have chairs. It looks like some of them have swinging chairs and other deck furniture that is a little upgraded from the traditional deck furniture that you would find on a normal balcony. If you like a larger balcony with a little more privacy, look into one of the Havana staterooms. So the Havana area of the ship actually wraps around the entire bow of the ship. So you have rooms that are kind of off to the side, and you have rooms that are straight on dead in the front. And so the rooms that are straight on in the front that have the forward-facing views look to be the suites because they have the larger balconies. We know for a fact that the corner rooms are suites because those balconies are huge. So If you want an even bigger balcony, look for maybe a suite inside the Havana area. You'll get a cool view of the forward of the ship. The big question that a lot of you may have is it worth the extra cost to book a room in the Havana area? And for us, I'd say it kind of depends on what you're looking to get out of the room. If you want access to a more exclusive area that not a lot of people have access to on the ship, be a little more private and it's a little quieter, then I would say absolutely go for it. The Havana area outside has been really, really great. You have the dedicated bar. You have the outside pool as well, which honestly didn't look like much at first, but we found it to be really, really nice. It's nice to have your own dedicated pool that doesn't have a bunch of children jumping in and out of it. It's a little bit more relaxed. And like I said, you have your own dedicated bar.
Another thing to consider when booking a Havana stateroom and suite is that it's on deck 8, which is where a lot of the action is. That's actually kind of nice. We really enjoyed it. Now, the Carnival Jubilee is an XL class ship. It's very long, and being in the very front of the ship can be a bit of a walk. So if you are also not interested in being far away from Lido and from the other activities, I would probably consider not staying at the Havana. Chris and I, again, enjoyed the seclusion, being away from things, getting away from some of the noise. It was actually really, really enjoyable, but that's something to consider as well.
The Havana area, the Havana bar itself, on the inside is available to anyone on the ship, so please feel free to come by. We definitely recommend you come and check it out. It's a happening place with lots of live music and a lot of energy. So definitely check out Havana Bar, but the Havana area is super nice too. And like I said, it's a little more secluded. So if you're looking for that out of your room, I would say it's definitely worth spending the little extra money to get a Havana stateroom. If you don't really care about all of that, then I would say skip it. Again, we liked it because we enjoyed the quieter atmosphere, but if you don't care about that, it's probably not worth the extra money. Okay, here on the last sea day, we're doing the Carnival Kitchen cooking class, which is really cool. We're doing Emerald's favorites today, which we're gonna cook some of Emerald's favorites. I don't know. You're gonna find out with us what we cook. Maybe some gumbo, maybe some shrimp, who knows? The Carnival Kitchen is really cool. It's a neat experience that they have on the XL class ships where they have a test kitchen set up and they hold cooking classes that you can take to cook a variety of different things. But let's go inside and see what Emerald has in store for us.
All right, once you get to Carnival Kitchen for your allotted time, you'll check in, you come in, you'll sit down. There's a little waiting area. This is where you'll leave all your belongings. And they'll do kind of a little introduction just to kind of get you set up and set expectations. And then you'll be assigned your own station. So it'll be numbered and you'll have everything that you need there.
Hello, class. Emerald here, Carnival's Chief Culinary Officer. Welcome to the Carnival Kitchen.
Sure to wash your hands, people. Washy. Washing his hands. He's ready to go. Stay clean.
All right, Chris, you're putting on your apron.
Ready to embarrass the chefs. Here we go.
Easy enough, starting out with olive oil.
Bam!
Because we need to shallow fry the okra.
We didn't have enough oil. Already messed up.
So from the close to
Okra. Use your weapon. There we go. Okra. Sizzle. Shallow fry. Don't spit at me. Alright, adding the bell pepper. Ow. Ooh. Yeah.
Fancy moves, Chris.
It's hot on TV.
Chris, how's this going so far?
Pretty easy. It's just adding ingredients. They have all the mise en place done for you, so no chopping or measuring of ingredients. You're just adding it, so not too bad so far. I had to get 2 bams for the gumbo. Alright, so we've switched off, and Abed is actually making the pasta, the New Orleans pasta. Let's see how he does. He's obviously a pro at cooking. He's gonna kill it. If I was able to make the gumbo, he's gonna just be able to like do this in his sleep. So I'm excited to try it because I know it's gonna be good.
It already smells amazing, y'all. Chicken and garlic and olive oil? What's better than that?
Wait, is that Emerald?
I had to take it off the heat. The garlic feels like it's about to burn. All right, y'all. Pasta, we're letting us either cook it. Well, we're checking our pasta right now. So some people like it al dente, some people like it a little past that. Right now, we're essentially al dente. I think a few more minutes and we're gonna pull it off. And we're gonna save some of the pasta water, I'm assuming.
Y'all, see? He's so chefy already. Saving the pasta water for later. He knows. He knows the tricks. And for the record, I started the pasta, so I get some of the credit for this pasta dish, right? Time has come. It's my turn to bam. We're adding the essence of emerald. Ready? Ready.
Bam.
Oh, he bammed it.
Bam.
Bam count up to 4. Alright, we're plating the pasta now. That looks amazing. You guys, how good did Abed do on the plating? He did so good. What an expert. Emerald would be proud, I think. Oh, we're gonna pipe the Natasha Romanoff. Okay, piping skills. Not bad, not bad. Here's what Chef did. Also, pretty good. I can't tell a difference. I think I think he's ready for the big leagues.
Yo, I don't want to embarrass myself, but this cream is so good. I'm just ready to
do it. All right, we finished with the Carnival Kitchen, Emerald's favorite cooking demonstration, and I have to say, 5 out of 5 experience. It was so much fun. They made it so easy and easy to understand and follow. You don't have to have any cooking experience to enjoy it. They already prepped all of the ingredients. You literally are just putting it together, heating it up, mixing it together. So it's really, really simple. And let me tell you, when the dishes are done, they are so good, so flavorful, spiced perfectly. I mean, we did make them, so I'm just kidding. We followed directions, but I'd like to think that we had a hand in making them as delicious as they were, but they were really, really good. 5 out of 5 for everything. My favorite was the pasta. It was a little bit spicy. The cream, the seasonings, the chicken, the shrimp, everything was just so well balanced and delicious. But the gumbo was also really good, had a nice heat to it, and that strawberry Natasha Romanoff, strawberry Romanoff was really good as well. That was a really good dessert. And the portions that you make are decent sized portions. So after you make everything, you can go back to the tables and eat it, talk with the people that you were with. We chatted up a couple other guys from Austin that also love Disney. And so we had a really great convo with them while we ate. So it's almost like a lunch experience too, just because there's so much food. So guys, it's about $65 to do this. So it's not cheap, but you get 3 dishes out of the Emerald's favorites, and you get a souvenir. You get a little spatula to take with you, a commemorative spatula. So all in all, I think it's totally worth the $60+ that you spend. Like I said, you get 3 pretty big portions of food. I'm actually super stuffed. That was my lunch. But we also, for $20, got a Carnival Kitchen apron, those fashionable aprons that you saw us wearing in the demonstration. So we got a keepsake there for just $20, but all in all, definitely going to do this anytime they have a Carnival Kitchen. It's just so much fun. All right, I got to hand it to the Carnival Jubilee. This Currents zone is a really big step up. When we were on the Mardi Gras, it was a nice area, but it really wasn't themed to anything much and wasn't super interactive. They have taken strides on the celebration and then now on Mardi Gras to really make this a truly immersive zone. Not only can you change the currents, where you can change what shows up on the 6 giant LED portals, but they also have a really cool, super immersive experience called SeaQuest, a fun sub-adventure, and it's kind of like a little show that is super immersive. We just watched it. All 6 LED screens are acting as almost like portholes out of a submarine, and you're going down under the water to explore the kingdom of the Golden Mermaid. And it was really cool. It takes you on a journey through the sea and kind of highlights some of the zones and bars and attractions here on the Carnival Jubilee in a fun and inventive way. So we were searching for the Golden Mermaid. There's a bar called the Golden Mermaid here on the ship. We ran into an electric eel that represented Bolt roller coaster. So it was really cool. It was, like I said, super immersive. Not only did you have the portholes, the 6 screens, but the ceiling and the floor, all the LED lights interacted with one another to make you feel like you were really underwater. And it was a super fun experience, and I'm glad that they did this. They're really going all in with the immersion of the guests and making this a really themed experience, which I can really appreciate. So good job, Carnival. Can't wait to see what you have up your sleeve next. But the fact that these strides are being made on each iteration of an XL class ship is really exciting. So their next XL class ship, I expect big things. So if you have a little one or little ones on board and they go to Camp Ocean, one of the activities at Camp Ocean, which is the kids club here on Carnival, is to, I guess, draw or color in sea animals. So there's turtles, penguins, fish. And now, if you look up at the current screens, all of their drawings have been animated and are swimming around in the virtual aquarium. And it's so cute because all the little kids have their papers and they're looking for their fish on the screen. That's such a cool idea. That's so cool. So you get to, yeah, make your own animal and then it animates and puts it up on the screen for everyone on the ship to see. That's really neat.
And Dear Carnival, adults want to do that too. So I'll put that in the survey.
Yeah, that's true. I would be totally down to do that. And we're back at Dr. Inks. We had to come back for one last stop here at one of our favorite bars on the Jubilee. And I'm gonna get the Think or Sink. And it actually sounds really interesting. So it's jalapeno infused rum, spicy chipotle syrup, tangerine, ginger, cranberry juice, orange juice, lemonade, and squid ink. I think the squid ink is just for color. We'll see. Hopefully it's not for taste. Yeah, one thing about Dr. Inks and most of the bars, actually all of the bars here on the Carnival Jubilee, they all have great sight lines to the ocean. I mean, just look. All right, it smells good. The color is questionable, I'm not gonna lie. It's like a murky purplish black. That's the squid ink, obviously. But okay. Color aside, let's see how it tastes. Okay, that's really good. Don't be put off by the weird color. That's actually super light and fresh. I was not expecting that. I was kind of expecting it to be a little on the sweeter side. Everything is so well balanced in this drink, it just tastes really refreshing and spicy. It actually has a kick to it. So the chipotle as well as the jalapeno infused rum actually give this quite a bit of a little nip to it. So when it says spicy, it means spicy. This is really good. I wasn't expecting it to be as like crispy as it is. It's really light and crisp. Cheers.
Speaking of last day, one thing that Carnival's introduced is digital debarkation, which is really neat. You do it all within the Carnival Hub app. All you do is you select the time that you want to disembark. You select who's disembarking, so you could technically, especially if you're in a big group, disembark at different times, which is luckily for us what we're doing. So Chris and I, we're early birds. We're gonna get up and we're out at 8:30 in the morning if we can dock and get cleared by customs in time. But it'll be interesting to see how effective this is. It's brand new. Everyone online says it's great. It works perfectly. So it'll be interesting to see how organized it is and if we're able to disembark faster than previous sailings that we've had.
Yes. Previously, disembarking from a Carnival ship was always a bit of a cluster. People were just waiting in the halls with their bags on the stairwells, just waiting to get called. And it never seemed organized. So I'm really hoping that this is a lot more organized and a little more seamless. Fingers crossed that Carnival has gotten a little bit better at this process because in the past, it has not been the greatest. So we'll see tomorrow. I'm really mad that we have to go back tomorrow.
All right, y'all, we decided that our last meal again is gonna be Chibang. We're gonna go out with a bang, hopefully.
I wonder if there's a sister restaurant called Chimove.
Oh my God. Boo. Boo.
All right, we're here at Shebang for dinner. It's a very crowded. I guess everyone decided to come eat early today because it's the last day and we got to pack. So super crowded in here, so it's kind of loud. Apologies. Shebang is a new concept for Carnival XL class ships. We had it on the Mardi Gras and weren't really big fans of it. So we'll see if this is any different. It's honestly a weird concept that I don't understand. It's half Mexican and half Chinese. So it's basically two menus combined into one. It's not a Mexican and Chinese fusion restaurant. It's just two separate menus. One menu has Mexican food and one menu has Chinese food. So if you want to mix and match, you can. Or if you just are feeling one or the other, you can do that.
My issue with Shebang really had nothing to do with the menu. The food was good, to be honest, that I ordered from the Mexican and the Chinese side. Two of my favorite cuisines. Would have been cool to put them together and make a fusion. Maybe it was to save space instead of adding two different restaurants. My issue was more the execution, the timing. The dinner took forever. And so far, I'm getting the feeling it's gonna take just as long here. It is really loud. That is a little distracting, but what are you gonna do? Ceilings are low, it's a cruise ship. But it'll be interesting to see if we can get out of here in less than 2 hours.
All right, for an appetizer, I got the lettuce wraps, which they look pretty good.
I will say, do you need that big of a plate? There's a lot of negative space on the dish, but whatever. Plating choices aside, let's give it a taste. They look decent. Comes with a little sauce. I'll give those a 3 out of 5. The sauce is good. It's a little sweet, and it's mostly lettuce, but the filling that is in there is pretty tasty. So yeah, 3 out of 5. I'd equate these to like PF Chang's or something. Just not as good.
Alright, and I decided to get the queso fundido. I'm not eating the chips because those are crunchy and I'm on soft food. But I decided, you know what? I'll just have a few bites of this cheese. It's really soft and gets me some protein. I really wish I was eating the chips. With chips, this would be great. Honestly, just eating the queso itself, I would rate this, you know, honestly a 4 out of 5. You know what? 4.5 out of 5. Queso fundido, this is good.
For my second appetizer, I got egg drop soup, a classic Asian appetizer. There's a lot of vegetables in this, which is interesting. I'm not used to there being like corn. It's like there's corn and maybe some carrots in here. All right, it's very hot, but I'm not mad at that. That's actually pretty good. As far as egg drop soup is concerned, I could do without the extras in there. Just put the eggs in there, I'm good. But I'll give this a 4 out of 5.
The artwork in here is both Mexican and Chinese. It's really interesting. Again, not a fusion, but it's really cool to see both cultures represented. And even some of the music that's in here now is kind of a mixture of both. It's kind of cool that you can order from both sides, but I gotta say, comment down below if you've cruised Carnival and you miss Gigi's. We all want Gigi's back. All right, y'all, so I ordered the pork lomito, which is slow-cooked pork and stewed red beans. I love red beans, so I'm really excited about this. Apparently the pork is like slow braised and cooked for 8 hours. I just imagine like giant crock pots back there. Just kidding. I'm sure they use an oven. They are cooking for thousands of people. But it's a good source of protein. Beans, also protein and fiber. All right, let's try it. Was this slow roasted for 8 hours? I would say yes. It is pork tender. It's really soft. The flavor's there. It's not as pronounced. So it's definitely not Tex-Mex. It's not like super spicy, but it is seasoned, which is a good thing. I find this actually be really flavorful. I'm kind of upset that I kind of wasted time with an appetizer. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5. This is a decent dish. If you really like pork, you get that porkiness. The porkiness comes through. It's real savory. And I gotta say, I'm impressed. I decided to order from the Mexican side of the menu. Chris decided to order from the Chinese side. And he's gonna have to try this. I think he'd enjoy it.
All right, for my main entree, I got Kung Pao chicken. I got a side of the Hakka noodles and steamed rice. Keeping it classic, so we're gonna try it. Lovely rice. We're just gonna dump that in. All right, comment down below. Do you mix it all together or do you keep the rice separate? I kind of mix. 3.5 out of 5. It's a little sweet. The sauce is a little bit sweeter than what I'm used to, but I do like the spice. So 3.5 out of 5 for the Kung Pao chicken. All right, let's try the Hakka noodles. Looks like there's some peanuts on it, veggies. Looks like they're a thinner noodle. Oh, those are really good. I was kind of expecting them to be sweet, kind of like ohana, but they're not. They're savory, and they're really good. Give these a 4 out of 5. These are really good. So final thoughts about Chibang. I think it was a better experience than last time, so that's a plus. I will say it's not my favorite food on the ship, but it's definitely not bad. I think the problem with Chibang is navigating the menu is like playing Battlefield. It really depends on what you order. That's going to dictate your experience here at the restaurant. There are some hits and there are some definite misses, and it kind of is just a roulette game on what you're going to get when you order. So I would say order a lot of different things and try them out. Don't be afraid to expand your horizons and order a few different things, because, you know, hopefully you increase your odds of finding something that you really, really like. But yeah, I think we've tried stuff that we didn't like. We've tried stuff that we did like. So it kind of just is up to what you get to determine if you're gonna have a good meal or not, which is kind of not the greatest restaurant experience, but it is what it is. Justice for Gigi's Kitchen. Gigi's Asian Kitchen is by far the better option. Die-hard Carnival fans, you know what we're talking about. Bring back Gigi's, please.
We just want to say thank you to everyone who watched this cruise series. We have a lot of great cruise content coming up later this year. This was such a great cruise, and we're so happy we could share it with you. Subscribe to our channel to never miss a recess. find us on social media so you can keep up with what's coming up next. As always, we thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next recess.